Yes.
Oh, I can hear.
That we can hear. Now this cable works. We've got a new cable. Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome, dear listener, dear viewer. Peace and love to each and every single one of you. May the gods smile upon you as we sing hallelujah. It's Tuesday. We made it, guys. It's Tuesday.
Morning.
I went to the pictures on my own last night. I saw A Quiet Place 2, which is infinitely better than The Conjuring 3. I really enjoyed it.
Good.
It was good. Can we do a list of people who have got the eyes of a killer? Cillian Murphy.
Right.
He's in it, and I think he's great. Like he gives a toss what I think. But I think Cillian Murphy is great, and he's got the eyes of a killer. Mm-hmm. Pete Townsend. James Franco, the eyes of a killer. It's today's phoning, guys.
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. God, he's got like the eyelashes as well of a killer. 0203 286 6370. Would you say Quaid?
Dennis Quaid.
I would defend Dennis Quaid in a court of eye crime.
Oh, I think he's beautiful.
I would defend him.
But
oh no, you're right.
He would kill
I
you.
take that back. I'm guilty. Your Honour? No, Your Honour? No further questions. No further questions. What is he wearing there? He's dressed up like
a dandy.
Like a dandy. A group popped up on my. So we got. Okay, all right. Well, you're actually naming murderers. Dwayne Johnson does not. The Rock, Mandy, is my queen. He does not have the eyes of a murderer. Where are my glasses? I can't really see anything today. I slept terribly. Now, here's an interesting thing. Dennis Quaid is dressed up like a 60s pop star. A pop group popped up in my Spotify list today that I hadn't really thought anything about. The Sir Douglas Quintet. An American kind of 60s group that were like the reaction to the British invasion. But it was a really good song by the Sir Douglas Quintet. But then that got me thinking of another 60s pop group, and they look a little bit like that. Have you ever heard of the Knickerbockers?
I think I have.
They did a great song. Or maybe they don't dress like that, but here we go. I mean, look at
you imagine they might.
Look at this. Shut up, BBC. You know, BBC.
And ad-free.
It wasn't blackface then. It wasn't blackfaced. Yeah. By the way, you're about 5 minutes behind us. So Fiona Bruce, Killer's Eyes. Look at this.
Oh, it's Sat's Beatles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a great song.
But dressed like Ted's.
But then, of course, one of my favourite groups from the era that never made it over here.
Oh, Simon Cowell's New Eyes. What the hell is going on there?
I think he got them from a murder victim, actually.
It's funny, every time he falls down the stairs, he comes back with a new face, doesn't he?
Paul Revere and the Raiders. I mean, these are such a great band. Never made it over here, and you'll see why. They look bloody ridiculous. Here we go. This is a great song as well. Yes, man. Look at the stable. Look at the dancing. Look at that. Mark Lindsay, trying to get Mark Lindsay on the show. He was chatting to me for a bit and then disappeared. But let's just go back. Let's do it now without sound. Let's watch these boys. Let's watch these boys dancing. Here we go. Let's just go back a little bit. Here we go. Boing dee, boing dee, boing dee. Look at the state of their balls. Look at their balls. Those are flats. People are saying 1 or 2 inch heels. Those are flats.
They're riding boots.
Boing dee. I love Paul Revere and the Raiders.
But they did take that title a little bit literal, didn't they, when it came to their dress?
Yes, I mean, they look redonkulous. So you can give us a call, 0203 286 6370 if you want. People who have the eyes of a murderer, preferably in a box under the stairs. How are you, Boyley, please?
This morning, I didn't take my hay fever stuff, so I've got a little bit of a headache, but I'm all right. My youngest has started walking to school by herself.
Uh-oh.
So, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird, but she's loving it.
Can I suggest my hat is available on merch? It's tlna.co.uk. Yours will not be dirty. May I suggest some of you refresh, because your comments are about 5 minutes behind where we are. Yeah, we've not had the kids walking to school yet. They live a little bit too far away, although there is talk of the 11-year-old riding to school. Although saying that, he's going to go to a new school soon and get a bus. Oh. He's going to get a bus. Interesting, says Bones Malone, that the first person ever convicted by DNA is being released from prison, Colin Pitchfork. I don't think that's very interesting. I have no idea why you brought that up here, Bones. Also, a very strange name. Also, a horrific murderer. Murdered, I believe, 2 children. It was the early 80s, wasn't it? I think. I don't know the exact date. And the usual people are getting very uptight about his release. But that's the legal system.
Yeah.
That's the legal system. He served his time.
You don't get put away forever. Very few people do.
Yeah, unless you're a cause celeb like Myra Hindley and Ian Brady, who I don't quite know how they did get put in prison forever. Was it just that it was just such a big story that it was like a cool football to kick around for the politicians?
I'm guessing. You know, Bill Cosby isn't going to be released because he refuses to take
shit.
No, he won't go into rehabilitation because he says that would be like admitting his guilt, and so he won't be freed.
Yeah.
He could reduce his sentence, but he won't do it because he's that much of an arsehole.
I regret wearing this shirt today. It's too hot. It's too hot for a thick shirt. I might put a tee on.
It's close today. It's close, guys.
I don't think this isn't close. This is hot. Close is when it's humid.
Well, I think that's why I've got a headache.
It's not close, so you haven't got a headache. Killer's eyes. Have a look in there. Have a look in there. Oh, the eyes of a killer. That's what I saw in my lady tonight.
I think what you actually saw was the eyes of an ever-patient woman.
We got something to show you. I need to email it to ourselves.
What?
The thing that Scott did.
Oh, yeah.
But I need to email it to ourselves. Let's go balcony.
Kath will knock someone out today. If they're very lucky, David Turner's. If they're very lucky.
David Turner's is in the house. Hey, David Turner's. I don't know how do I email that? How would I email that? Share. Email.
This is going to be...
It's worth it.
Worth it. Well worth it. Brace yourself.
This is worth it. There, right. I'm going to go and get my glasses in it because I cannot see anything. I'm so tired. I slept so badly last night. Jeez, I slept so badly last night. Hello. Where did that send? Syncing mail. Don't sync mail. Send mail. There.
I don't like Gmail. I find it really tricky.
Well, what are you going to use? You use Hotmail, don't you?
Yeah, but it's still forcing me to go to Gmail. I hate it. Mm-hmm. I can never see the order of messages. I can never see when someone's updated things. It's a pain in
you never
the
see.
membrane.
You never get my messages. They go to the... I don't like the fact it's split into like promotions and stuff. Here we go. Look at this. Now, this is not... Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you, from Balcony Shirts, who is the most famous person you both have in your phone? Steve Guttenberg. And her? Me.
Not true.
Here, ladies and gentlemen, from... You can turn off all the promotions, updates and stuff. Now you tell me. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from Scott Balcony. Here we go. It's our logo. Yes, man. Look at that. That's our logo. We got a logo. Now we're professional, huh? Now we're professional.
So profesh, man. See who I've got in my contact us.
That is our logo. You're going to be seeing a lot of that. You're going to be seeing a lot of that as I remember to put it in places and do stuff. Take conversation view off on email. I don't know what that means. Good morning, Amy. Welcome. Amy is my TA, I call her now, my travel agent. And it's great to have her on board the good ship Lee. Excuse me. Pardon me. I like it. It looks like you sell cakes and ice cream. Well, we might well do that. Ian Eights Cath. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's an ampersand, you dick. That's obviously an ampersand, not an 8. Crying out loud.
Why are you being a penis?
Why? Stop being a lapine. Lapine, c'est mine. C'est moi, c'est toi. Français, hein?
Oui, c'est très impressionnant.
0203 286 6370 is the phone number if you want to give us a call. So I'm very tired, slept very badly last night. I found myself... Donut. Thank you for the sub, Jen Juniper93. Can I just say, if you can all hold off subbing until... Please sub, it's great. Due to a quirk of Twitch and our contract, if you sub or give us bits this month, we don't get a penny. If you sub or give us bits on July the 1st, that's when we get money. We get 50% of everything. So if you can hold off, then please do. If you can't hold off, jump on board. We'll talk about Patreon a bit later. We're going on about Patreon a lot. I could not get to sleep last night, so I found myself listening to a really boring... Thank you, Lula Bell. A really boring podcast where they kind of talk... It's not that boring, actually. It was quite interesting. Where they talk about one Bob Dylan song at a time. I was really after a Bob Dylan podcast, like the Paul McCartney Take It Away, where they just go through an album. They do an album, and I would have started straight in at Self-Portrait. And after July the 1st. I said from July the 1st.
Stop being a penis.
I said from July the 1st.
Why are you like this?
I said from July the 1st.
Come on.
But I couldn't. If anyone knows of a good podcast where they do an album at a time, and not the one where it's like they spend 15 minutes on an album. I want a good 2-hour deconstruction of Self-Portrait, of Blood on the Tracks. Blood on the Tracks is a great album. Of the Christian album. Should we unsubscribe on June the 30th and resubscribe on the 1st? No. There's no need to do that. Just bloody get on with it. I hope you're talking to the fans, Cubit, and not me, because we are getting on with it. This is it. This is the show.
And you know that.
You know this is it.
So
you know
stop
this is it.
being a penis.
Here we go, guys.
Final warning.
Oh, that was his JR voice. I apologise.
Okay, retraction of allegation of peen-wiffery.
Retraction.
Let's get the bloody thing going.
It's going, JR. It is going. How are you feeling today? Because you've without going into detail, Kath's been quite annoying recently. No, I'm joking. How are you feeling? How are you? Let's check in. Let's just get comfy. I've got too much stuff under here that's getting in the way. Let me create some. Let's check it by this new cable, huh?
I feel free. Actually, I do feel free today. I feel...
Talk to me. Tell me how you feel.
I feel lighter than I have for a long time.
Yep.
I am waking up these days without a sense of dread, which I become very familiar with. I get little waves of sadness, but they're brief, and I recognise them for what they are. But I'm feeling better.
It's my mate. It's my best mate. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling very flat today. I'm feeling very tired because you can see it in my eyes. Come and look at this. These are not the eyes of the killer. These are the eyes of a man who wants to be killed so he can sleep.
Mm. Do you fancy getting a Simon Cowell? Look, you do. That look nice, wouldn't it? Oh my God.
Well, Matthew's just found the picture to put on the title card. So I'm very tired. I feel really flat today. I sank yesterday. Yes, I was in the. I had to do some bits and pieces. And after the show, I did the I'm Not a Grown Up meeting. It's my last one next week. And I've got feelings around that, which I talked about without naming anybody. I talked about those feelings with you.
Yeah.
And got mixed feelings around that. Then I went to the shops and I went and sat in the garden, had a little dozy-doze in the garden, which was nice. I took my shirt off in the garden. I was topless in my own garden. Imagine, I've done that since I was about 11.
But you know it's allowed.
Reading a good book, reading a really bad book. I showed this just for our friend Dave, who's here, reading a really badly written book about black market Beatles. The story behind the lost record is really badly written, and it's also written before the Beatles anthology comes out. So it's interesting. But it's very badly written. They're really stretching some quite thin material, stretching it quite a lot.
Oh, I forgot to bring you gala pie. But I have got you a slice. But tomorrow is a very special day.
It'll be jelly tomorrow.
No, it won't.
I've got food in the fridge now for lunch. Are you bringing food for lunch?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to eat the burgers and the stir fry myself
tonight. And today I'm going to make you a very special sandwich.
It's called a car crash sandwich because after my car crash, which I still cannot talk about, probably shouldn't have mentioned it then, I could not get out of bed or eat, and Catherine rehabilitated me by making these big Scooby sandwiches. Anyway, so let's not talk about that. So I'm feeling flat, and then yesterday I went out, I was in the garden, I thought, this is boring. So I've got a cinema pass, certainly have while it's $9.99. When it goes to $17.99, I will probably send it back. And I thought, I'm going to go to the pictures. And so I went and saw A Quiet Place 2, which I enjoyed a lot. Thought it was good. No one's going to the cinemas. The cinemas, the last unlockdown, I guess you call it, after a lockdown, the last unlockdown, and this unlockdown, no one's going to the pictures.
Oh.
There were 6 other people in the cinema. I love it. I love it. We went and saw Tom and Jerry on Friday. There was a little bit more, but maybe about 15 people. There's hardly anybody going, and it's great because of it. I love it. What's the mask rule on cinemas? You've got to wear it as you go in and out.
And then everyone's seated far enough apart that you can take your mask off.
Yeah.
But when you're moving around, you've got to put your mask back on.
So I'm feeling flat. And then I came out and I just felt flat, worrying about money, worrying about work, annoyed about work, annoyed that I wrote to a couple more radio stations last week, nothing. I was thinking just a little over a year ago, we were owning the radio. We won the biggest award at the radio, Oscars night. And that's my favourite part of the night. It's the trailers. Oh, specially chosen for this film, actually.
Lol, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's
6,
what
7.
I just did.
It said you should do the voiceover for Odin. You've got the good voice for it. You just need to ring them up, it turns out.
Just did it.
Yeah, I just clip that and send it.
So I'm feeling flat today. So, and I hope you'll notice that recently, since slightly after news of our departure from Twitch, we have been given upbeat shows, bouncy. Excuse me, pardon me, that was rude. It wasn't me, it was my food. It just popped up to say hello and now it's gone back down below.
Promise?
Mm-hmm.
For now.
So we've been giving you high energy, high octane, high quality shows. Well, today what I'm trying to say is it might not be one of those shows, guys.
I won't go down the reggae route.
We might actually go down the reggae route. So I'm just feeling flat today. Here's something, though. I weighed myself today. 14 stone, 13 pounds.
Hey!
Yeah, I'm under the 15. And I'm not, I'm a little bit hungry because I've not had any breakfast, but I'm not hungry. I'm going to eat well today. Didn't have any sweeties last night. Didn't have a hot dog or anything. I just thought I'm just going to go and see if I had a soy latte.
Nice.
Soy latte in the pictures. But that's it. 14 stone, 13. I'm under 15 stone for the first time in, 3 years. Don't I look healthy for it?
Oh, mate.
Got a sandwich, Governor.
I have, actually. I'm going to make you a great big one.
My friend Pete is in the chat. Hello, Pete. What's on the tapes? Can we get a shout out for Pete? What's on the tapes? For those who don't know, Pete does this weird, dumb, stupid thing that is brilliant. The best things are weird and dumb and stupid. And he goes through VHS tapes that he's bought, not from outside a post office that used to be a video rental place. From eBay, I believe is the correct thing. The E stands for electronic. And he watches them. And I thoroughly recommend it. If you're going to do a second Patreon, let's get his Patreon link in the chat, guys. Let's do it. If you're going to get a second Patreon, sign up for Pete's Patreon.
It's a good one.
Sign up for Pete's Patreon. A couple of quid. You can go more if you want. We can sign up for a couple of quid. You can go more if you want. Let's get the... there we go. Thank you, Pete. Patreon.com/whatsonthetapes. If you're going to sign up for a second Patreon, sign up for that one, you dicks. Alistair!
It's a very good channel that Peter runs there, you know.
It is, though.
Yeah, because often you can sort of come up with a few quips and put it in the chat related to the video content, which means that the only thing is Pete then slags you off a little bit for putting puns there.
Oh.
Pete doesn't like puns.
Chat. He don't like puns, apparently.
That's understandable.
So, yeah, but he's a good lad. Anyway.
Okay. Everyone, please go to What's on the Tapes. Whatever you do, don't put puns in the chat.
Right. Very relaxing morning, Ian and Catherine. I'm just sitting in my underpants. And,
okay. 0203.
I burnt my bird today.
Okay. There we go.
Can you see? Oh. It's very poorly, but you know what? I'm soldiering on because I can.
You're brave.
So, what I'm saying is, Pride of Britain, if you're watching, uncomplaining.
Let's try Alistair again. I'm hoping he's got trousers on.
He hasn't. He's not had time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Mandy says, "What's in your magic sandwiches?" It's just a nice chicken salad sandwich with some crisps on the side.
That date is
like
wrong.
That big.
That date is wrong. Alistair, sorry, Alistair. That just is the reaction whenever I hear an older gentleman has got no trousers on. I have to get out as quickly as possible.
Yeah, sorry, I should have dressed actually.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Alistair. You're sounding crisp and clear this morning, and it's great to have you on the late night alternative. Ian and Catherine. Yes, sir.
So I've got too much bloody time on my hands, and I was flicking through BBC iPlayer archives.
Good morning, lovely.
And I found Delia Smith's cookery program, the 70s.
Oh, really? Where all the crew would come on at the end and eat her food?
I didn't watch it to the end.
You didn't get that far? No.
I got what I did, that she did the egg thing. You know how to make a perfect boiled egg?
No.
Okay, so what you do is you put, this is runny eggs, okay? So you put the
people
the
still
egg.
have I have hard boiled eggs. I did some poachies for the boys the other day.
I love an egg and soldiers.
I've not had a boiled egg for a long time.
Yeah. So you just put it in the boiling water for a minute. You take it off the heat, keep the lid on.
1 minute?
No.
Yeah, but then you keep it in the hot water for 6 minutes, or 6 to 8 minutes, depending on how hard you want it, as it were. And then it's perfect. I did it this morning. I tried it, and I've had it was blooming brilliant.
Oh.
So that's a little tip. Also, I've got little
egg tips.
I've got a little kitchen tip for you. If you've got any crockery that you can't get them stubborn stains off, even with fairy liquid or whatever, then I use Windoline, Ian.
On what?
Kath.
On what? On stubborn stains?
On your plates?
On your plates?
Yeah.
What stubborn stains have you... What are you doing to your plates that you have stubborn stains that require Windoline?
Well, I've got one of Catherine's mugs, okay? And sometimes I don't wash it as often as I should. So the coffee stains are on the rim. And then,
Coffee stains around the rim of what?
Of Catherine's mug.
Okay, that's what you meant is...
And then I'll try it, so I can't get. And then I found, by pure chance, I'll just try this Windoline. Came off straight away, Catherine.
It's poisonous.
No.
Goodbye. Don't put Windoline where it shouldn't have been. Lino sent us something yesterday.
I bet his fecal matter is squeaky clean.
Yeah. Lino was sped up.
Bilder gefunden, wo Eier
They're making their own in bamboo.
in Bambusrohre
In bamboo.
eingefüllt.
In
Bilder
bamboo.
gefunden, wo
That's a
Eier
big egg, isn't it?
aufgeschlagen werden und in Bambusrohre
In bambusrohr.
eingefüllt. Das sind Bilder von den Salomoneninseln. Da wird das schon seit vielen 100 Jahren so gemacht. Die Eingeborenen sammeln die Eier, füllen die in Bambusrohre, legen die ins Feuer, lassen die da kochen Und wenn die lange genug
I
drin waren,
want to go all the way to
reißen wir die
Africa
Bambusrohre auf
to get some
und holen
traditional
dann die Stangeneier
African
raus.
long
Und die
eggs.
Leute auf der Südseeinsel können natürlich die Form auch nicht wiederverwenden.
Rip
Wenn
that
das Rohr
bamboo
einmal
open.
kaputt
Let's
ist,
see
ist
that
weg.
lovely,
Noch was ist anders.
lovely,
Tiefgefroren
authentic
wird es da natürlich
long
auch
egg.
nicht. Und das Ei
That's
sieht
done
anders
without
aus. Das
technology. It's done no computers, no machinery.
That's a bit of a mess, that one.
Mate, they've done it in a bamboo over an open fire. That is authentic. You're used to, just because it's Tesco, because you go in and you've got all the beautiful fruit and veg instead of like what fruit and veg actually looks like, which is like knobs.
Eidotter und das Eiweiß.
What is this? What is, hang on, if I go...
Mini egg roll maker.
If I go here, there we go. Lima Mini Egg Roll Maker, Creative Egg Master Cooker.
Yeah, but that's for like Japanese egg rolls, right?
Mate. No, Mandy.
Oh, no?
No, Mandy. Goodbye, Mandy. Goodbye, Mandula. Though I never knew ya.
Sind verlaufen, nicht so sauber
Oh,
getrennt.
Hazy. What is this long egg you speak of? It's got you in it. Okay.
Brown Eyes Dolly, the earliest reference to gala pie. And can I just say, why the hell would Talk Radio and both Twitch let us go when we're delivering great content like this? The earliest reference to gala pie is 90. Could we get more local radio? I don't think so. The earliest reference to gala pie is 1945, so probably a wartime thing. It would be. They'd have one egg and they'd like make it long.
Last, yeah.
In der Fabrik. Also, mich wundert beim Eibrot jetzt gar nichts mehr. Übrigens, man kann der Eidotter und das Eidotter sagen. Ich habe extra im Wörterbuch nachgeguckt.
Eat it.
I think he's wasted that. I mean, what's the point in having a long egg if you're going to cut it up?
You want it?
You might as well just do normal eggs.
Sword swallowing. Long egg swallowing. That's what I would be doing. Thank you, Lino, for that.
That does need some mayo with it, Vipo. That looks dry.
203 286 6370. Need to sling in the time and weather, please, Ian. I haven't got any of my jingles.
It's 10:35 and it's hot.
There we go.
More in half an hour.
Breaking news. A thief has escaped with over 1,000 long eggs from the local long egg factory.
And a man's hat has blown off in Eton Bray. You're up to date.
And we're getting a latest update that the computer game show is officially shit.
Oh, we do have some fun.
Nico posted on our YouTube.
Oh yeah.
We had Nico on Milana on. I thoroughly recommend. Actually, let's go to. I thoroughly recommend you go and have a little look-see at the video. You got to sign up to the YouTube. You have to sign up to the YouTube.
You could do it right now, please.
Yeah, and I'm going to put you the link for the Nico video. Where is it? I haven't got my glasses on. There we go. Nico Omilana gets pranked and destroyed. Oh, this is just... I need to put the full thing up. So this is just like a 1 minute
ladles and jellies
version of it. Here's the link. Go and watch this. Go and watch it and go and sub. Right, but here we go. Look. So this is where we pranked Nico the other day, right? We pretended we couldn't hear him. Right. Here we go. Hello, Nico.
Hey, Nico.
Hello. What a great sight to see you both.
Hello, Nico. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Is he doing a thing on us? He's doing a thing. We'll sit it out. When you want to start talking, we'll talk. We'll sit it out.
Hello?
I knew he was. I told you. I said we get him on, and he's going to do something.
He wouldn't do that.
I said he's going to do something. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
You can hear us.
Yeah.
Or he's got a problem with his thumbs.
We know here.
Let me try and work this out.
Idiot. I'm an absolute idiot.
His teeth look nice, don't they? Last time we saw him, he had like an Invisalign.
He's got no idea, has he? No idea that we can hear him. Even though I've said it. Even though I've said we can hear him, he just still doesn't.
Kids. I wonder if he can hear us saying that.
Can you hear us, Nico?
We can hear.
Can you hear us say that we can hear you?
Yeah.
Yes, man. Yes. Hey, man, how you doing?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, we've been able to hear you
whole
from the
time.
start.
Don't. Destroyed him. We still got it. And Nico says, lol, I'm dying. I didn't hear any of those sneaky violations. What a great turn of phrase. Peter J. Ibbotson, what was the destruction here? When you watched it. Yes. Go and sign up to the YouTube channel. When we go to Patreon on July the 1st, you're going to need... What's wrong?
I'm hot.
It is hot. You're going to need to be part of the YouTube channel. Go and sign up. Go and click the bell and you will get notifications, I think that's the word, when we go live. That's an important part of the show from July the 1st. Let's have a little look. We had, I think, we lost. Nope, we had someone and we lost it. We had 2 more people on Patreon and we lost them. Let's see who they are. Let's not name them. I don't know how to do it on there. Let's do it on the phone. We're not going to name them.
It's always one of the, yeah.
No.
It's always someone who signed up early days when they didn't have to pay anything.
Free. Let's find out who it was. Oh, my internet on my phone is not really very good. I don't know how you do it.
Let's have a look on me pooter.
Here we go. No, I don't know if they are. No, I don't know if they are. No. Yes, it is. Okay, these are some people who've paid. Some of the... Okay, well, we're down. We're down.
This is concerning.
I'm getting tired of the whole thing.
We've not even started.
I'm tired of the grind. So tired of the grind. Oh, I should play some adverts. There we go. I'm tired of the grind. 0203 286 6370. People who have killer's eyes. Vixvaz. Just a heads up, I ordered a couple of small gifts from Amazon for you, which I'd hoped would arrive for tomorrow, but for some reason the earliest day I could get with Prime was Friday. So they'll have to be belated gifts. Perfect, thank you. And also, if they get here Friday, that means they'll probably get here Saturday or Monday, because it takes an extra couple of days for the P.O. box. That sounded like the wind tunnel between my mum's dry legs.
What? Another one? Why are you taking us there? Oh, do you fancy, at some point, getting Brendan on for some yoga again?
Well, yeah, when my back heals up a bit.
All right.
My back is getting better, but...
we'll do gentle back
I would love
yoga.
to. I would love to.
I think that might sort us out a bit.
Shanty warrior.
Oh, he's so good.
I could do some yoga today, but I won't. I'll just sit in the garden and bitch and moan about life and how unfair it is. No, Vix is absolutely fine. The gift that keeps on giving. Thank you. It's appreciated. It's very, very much appreciated. It's completely unnecessary. But if you guys want to send us stuff, TLNA, P.O. Box 1181, Aylesbury, HP 22 9TE, P.O. Box 1181, HP 22 9TE. That's how you do it. That is how you write to us. Let's have a look at some news stories. Yeah. Oh, no. What? I know what I want to do. Phone in. We're going to go, fuck it, let's go local radio.
Okay.
You'll get the sack for a second. Okay. Let's go local radio.
What are we going to do?
Tidied everything up. I don't know where I've tidied it. Oh, okay.
You be careful with that delicate backseat.
Phone in for a quiz. We're going to do a quiz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're going to do a quiz. We're going to do a quiz.
Oh, my God.
But
man mortified after realising he buried his neighbour's cat thinking it was his own.
Anyone buries my cat, I will kill them.
Sharing his story anonymously, the man said that his favourite pet, literally named Favourite, had gone missing, so he went in search for the wayward feline, but his heart dropped when he found a cat with exactly the same markings as Favourite, and was very sick and very soon passed away. What? So it was still alive, and because I presume that it must have been beyond recognition, and you just thought, well, it looks like this sort of same colours. Distraught, the man took the lifeless feline home and buried it in his garden, and so he was very understandably shocked when Favourite arrived back home in the middle of the night.
This is a myth.
It's on Reddit.
This is an urban myth.
The man said he'd been on holiday and left the cat in the care of a neighbour when Favourite went missing. He said, he lied, "When I arrived from work just before dinner, I noticed my black and white cat named Favourite was missing." Are they just is he just going to tell the story again?
Then the next story is some burglars broke into a house and cleaned their ass with the toothbrush, but the owners didn't know till they got the pictures developed 6 months later. That's going to be the next story.
That's a true story that happened to
a friend of mine.
Yeah, well, no, a friend of a friend went to a different school. Yeah.
Happy Shark Comedy is here. Send us some dates. We're going to be doing some live work with Happy Shark Comedy. Starting off in Luton. Send us some dates. Let's lock a date in for a live show. A live show. And it's going to be called The Indian Variant. And we're all going to get it. Some of us will die.
Oh.
It's going to be tough. Phone in, we're going to do a quiz. Right? There'll be a prize for it. There will be a prize. I don't know what it'll be. There'll be a prize. And you stay on until you get question wrong. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. 0203 286 6370. And we're not going anywhere until we get the calls.
This is the feature we like to call Let's Get Quizzical.
Let's get quizzical.
Quizzical.
Maybe we should knock the idea of the phone in on the head, and it should just be us. I'm not saying this. I'm saying this is a genuine potential idea.
Yes.
Maybe we just knock the idea of a phone in on the head. Paul, what do you think?
Well, I really think this is great.
Okay.
My theory?
When should we do it, Paul?
You can do it right now, please.
Too soon.
Too soon. My theory is this. All these people are skiving off.
Too soon.
So they're working at the same time, right? That's why they're not phoning.
Oh, by the way, we've got the computer game show, David Turner's, and some of his friends, we don't know which ones yet, coming on the show on Friday. I'd suggest you go and listen. David, I don't know if you're still here. If you're not, you're a piece of trash. If you're here, it's great to have you on board. Can we get a link? Can we get a link tree?
A what now?
A link tree. It's a site where it has all of your... Oh, David Turner's.
You get all your socials.
All of your socials. Let's get a link for that. Go and listen. Disney says, you're not wrong, Catherine. This is on one monitor with work on the other.
I know.
Go and listen to the Computer Game Show podcast. It's very funny, very interesting. I enjoy it a lot. And they are coming on this show on Friday night after they've done their E3. They're doing a computer coverage. David had can I say what of course I can. He had a vasectomy yesterday.
Oh, blimey, David.
David, call us up. Talk to me. I want to know how your balls are. Sorry, James, you don't need to hear that.
So
I want to know how
you... On this screen, David Turner's is in blue, but in this screen on my computer, you're purple, which
like
sounds about right, yeah.
Let us know how your testicles are, because I had the nurse phone me up yesterday saying I've got to go and have my bloods taken. I've only got one blood.
From your balls?
No, but I'm going to speak to her about the vasectomy. I'm going to say, how do I initiate the procedure? So sorry, James, you're on the screen while we're talking about this. You
need to talk about this stuff. One day this might be you.
It's important stuff. I want to get a vasectomy, but I need David is my, I guess my cock guide. And I need to know how he's feeling, because I'm a little bit nervous, but I want to get a vasectomy. James.
Hi.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, it's just my last day in quarantine, so it's been. Obviously, I went to Poland last week, so that was quite fun.
Oh, okay. What was it like? What was it like on the aeroplane?
It was actually really quiet. I mean, because I flew out from Luton and I saw probably 5 other people there. Like, it was dead quiet, like really quiet, to the point where it was actually a bit odd in the sense that I got through like security and everything in 10 minutes.
Oh.
That's weird. So like it's kind of like post-zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, everywhere was closed. As in, like, there was no restaurants open. I think duty free was open, and that was it. And then you just walked straight through.
Wow.
And the plane was really empty. And then I arrived in Poland, and yeah, it was really weird because I slept in the airport, so I had to get a connecting flight. And it was just like me and two other people in the whole airport.
Wow. That's okay. That's good to know. I did want to ask people, not necessarily you, James, but so I went to the cinema and I have seen no one at the cinema. I go a fair bit because I take the boys. I haven't seen, no one goes to the cinema. And I was speaking to Pete after the movie. And Pete has, have you said on here, Pete, I think you have. I don't think I'm breaking a confidence. Pete has said on here, actually, yeah. He's a little nervous about going out.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little nervous about going out. And I know that loads of people are scared, and I use that word deliberately, to go out post-COVID, right? Or it's not post-COVID at all, during the COVID. And I just wondered if there's anyone watching this, and do phone in, don't tell us in the chat because it's boring for us. Do phone in. Are you scared to go out? Are you scared, nervous? Use whatever word you want to go out to the point where you're actually still not doing it. Because I'm not now. I'm cautious. I'm aware. I did download the NHS app. For a long time, we didn't have the app, and we just like pretend that we had it and go, yep, scanned in. But if I would like, I just want to kind of gauge the TLNA crowd as to where we are. Because I have been going out. I went to college, I would go out and get the boys. So I'm just curious to see.
I remember being frightened the first time I went back to the supermarket because I phoned from
like,
outside.
Yeah, but that was like 7 months ago.
Yeah, but there are people who've avoided doing that, and I think if you have, then you're probably still sitting on that fear.
I want to know how you're feeling. Anyway, James, you weren't scared. You're a
no,
tough guy.
This is where your old employees would start telling people that it's not real.
Yeah.
Be more. Here's the slogan we're having on this show. Be more James. Be more James. Get the hell out there. Let's get this economy going again.
I've had my first jab, to be fair, and also it's different because I'm younger, so the risk that I get from having COVID, I could still spread it to people, but I'm far less likely to get hospitalised by it. So, and I've got all this time off. I mean, because I don't start uni until September. I'm done with A levels and done with everything now. So, I mean, I'm going to Glasgow next week just because I can.
Wow, imagine going to places. I don't imagine going to places. I've been to places. I'm going to places. I'm going to theme parks in the summer holiday. I got booked in, unless something happens. James, how may we? I would like to assist you. How may we assist you today? What is the purpose of this phone call?
I just thought because you said because I phoned you the other week and you said give us a call, tell us how your experience was in Poland, and it was honestly, it's really good as a place to visit if anyone's thinking of going somewhere that's cheap. I went to Gdansk, right, for like 3 or 4 days, and it was like so cheap, honestly. Like my hostel that I stayed in, which was a shithole. I mean, it was a shared. It was in like a Soviet housing block, right? And the toilet was horrible. The shower didn't work. It was not nice, but it was like £10 a night.
Well, and you've literally just explained why it was £10 a night.
Sounds a bit expensive.
But I mean, it was £1. I know you don't drink it, but it was £1 a pint as well.
Might be worth drinking again just to save some money.
Well, you get through that flipping hostel experience, wouldn't you? What was the food like, or did you not? Did you not eat?
I did try to eat, but I was kind of on a budget, so I was sort of trying. They have sort of Polish sausage there, that sort of thing. But like expensive restaurants, because the exchange rate's so cheap, it's like £1 is like 5 zloty there, so you can have like a proper like nice meal, and it'll only cost you like 7 or 8 quid. So it's dead cheap. So I was there. I was covering the Europa League final actually the other week. There, that's the main reason why I was going. Because Manchester United were playing in a European final, so I went to cover that, and yeah, it was really good actually, because I went there by myself, and a lot of people often associate football fans with sort of hooliganism and that sort of thing, but everyone was just sort of sound, you know what I mean? People were just happy to see each other again and that, so it's really good to sort of see people and that and chat with people and that was pretty good. But did a couple of stuff like that because I was supposed to do stuff with BT actually, who were the rights holders, but that never happened because the result didn't quite go as planned. And 5 Live as well got me to do some stuff for them, but it was weird because I'm not sure you've had this before, but they just kept. I only did it once. They messaged me like 4 times, and three times I turned them down because it was just like one was about something that didn't happen, like some sort of fight that I saw that they completely exaggerated. I didn't want to talk to them about that.
Fake news.
Yeah. The other time was like the next day at like 7 o'clock, and I didn't see it. I didn't really want to talk to Nicky Campbell hungover, and then the other time was like 10 minutes before the actual game kicks off, and I couldn't really be asked. So
well done for saying no.
Yeah,
that's something I've only learnt recently is to say no. I mean, I'm saying yes again to anything that comes because I'm skint, but nothing's coming because I've said no. So don't say no. Always say yes. No, well done for saying no, because, you know, you get 5 Live or the BBC or something on your phone. The BBC.
Also, they expect you to jump and they expect you to sit there on the end of the phone waiting for them, and they never, you know, sometimes they never call and there's no apology. You know, they sometimes behave appallingly to contributors that they're not paying.
The opposite is they just keep you on hold for like half an hour, and then it's like, oh, we've only got 30 seconds. It's like, oh, well, you just kept me on hold for 20 minutes.
That's terrible.
So. I hate that. I hate that.
I never did that as a producer. I'd always get on the phone and say what was going on. I think that's awful.
I remember Sky kept messaging me to do obits when I remember when Paul Daniel died, and there was someone else that died, and I got a text saying both times saying, could you come on and talk about this? Like people I wasn't connected with. And I think it was maybe the Paul Daniels one. I said, look, can you take me off this list? Because this is supposing I was a friend of Paul. I don't know him. So what would I say about him? I told them all this. And supposing I was a friend of his and I found out through this text, that's really shitty. Take me off this list.
Yeah.
And they did.
But there are some people who that's their meat and taters, isn't it?
Yeah, but
yeah.
What I was going to say, I'm not sure how it works because I do Radio Manchester quite a bit because I know someone that does a show on there and he gets me on to talk about stuff. So I presume they all use the same server or thing.
There will be a database.
They just database and just search for fan of whatever and then like find whoever. So yeah, I mean, look, if 5 Live wants to give me a job, I'm going to obviously take it. But I mean, the thing is with that, I don't know. I just found it slightly intrusive as well. Like, if I've said no and then you're messaging me again, like 2 hours later, like I've just told you that I'm not interested, so stop asking me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll be a different team, possibly. It'll be different people. They've not spoken to each other. There's all sorts of reasons why they do that. But
could be.
Also, sometimes they're just insistent.
Could be.
But you can't arrange your flipping life around people who aren't paying you.
Hey, hang on a minute. Does this mean we're getting the exclusive? You've turned down the BBC.
Yes.
And TLNA is getting exclusive goss.
I know for a fact LBC are dying for someone to phone them up that's been abroad over the past couple of weeks to tell them about to moan about how we're not keeping this Indian variant out or whatever. So you're getting an exclusive here.
Yes, man. So could you say to us, please, Ian and Catherine, the restrictions are too lax and I now have the Indian variant because of Boris Johnson.
Doesn't exist.
Oh, look at this. James, nice to see you, man. I'm glad you're safe and well. Thank you for calling.
When I came back, seriously now, the reason why this Indian variant is spreading because the checks are actually like a joke. I've had one phone call in 10 days and they've not, and that was on my mobile. I came in, went through Stansted, didn't even bother looking really at my tests and my former checks. They just glanced over it and just sent me through. And I've had one phone call. That's just saying, are you at home? Yeah. And that was
all this bullshine about you potentially getting a knock on the door from the cops. Not happening.
Nah.
Pretty Patel, I would say unattractive Patel in terms of this policy. Boris Johnson, Johnson as in penis more like.
Yeah.
There we go, some satire.
Sure it is. I mean, you're going to keep getting that sponsorship with Viz if you carry on like that.
Thank you very much indeed.
Will.
James, nice to see you, man. Always enjoy talking to you. Thank you. 0203 286 6370. Mandy's caused panic in the chat by saying Twitch is down. She means Twitter. She means...
Well, do you know what?
Twitter.
Maybe we all need a little breather from Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Hans Zimmer there, ladies and gentlemen.
The hymn is on.
Hans Zimmer frame. The Zimmer frame was... Did you know that the Zimmer frame was invented by Hans Zimmer frame? Okay.
Someone's on the phone.
We're gonna see a pair of slightly sore bollocks. Here's David Turner.
Hello,
David.
Bull Scout here.
Hello, Bull Scout.
You had a vasectomy.
Yes, yesterday.
But,
tell us about your testes.
Tell us, because I'm genuinely, I want to get one.
They hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie, they hurt.
Do they hurt?
Yeah.
How much?
It's pretty bad. Well, no, actually, it was way worse yesterday. It was way worse yesterday, but I'm all right now, I think.
Okay, so tell me what happens. Do you have to first of all? Do you have to take your trousers and pants off?
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's like it. There's no. I mean, it's ridiculous. You literally go into the room. There was 2 nurses and a doctor, and they said lay down on the bed, and I was like, fine. I was waiting for like the lights to go down or for like a gown
music
to be put
to play.
over or whatever. yeah, like at the start of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
That was the music I sang.
And then they just went, okay, pull your trousers and pants down to your knees. I was like, what, we're here? It was like really bright in that room as well.
Yeah, well, they need it to be bright so they can see what they're doing. You never want any form of surgery in a dark room.
No, you don't want it too sultry. What do you want? Candlelight and a drink.
But you make a joke, but while I was doing it, my hands up here like that, right? And then I thought, this is quite painful and I don't know what to do with my hands. So I went like that. And as I went like that, as I went like that, I knocked his elbow while he was doing it. And I thought, he said, don't worry, I've got steady hands. And I was like,
did you get an erection when another man touched you, making you gay?
Not this time.
Okay, all right, that's good.
This time
so did they inject into the ball sack to numb it?
Into the tube, and that hurts.
Needle in the nuts.
Yeah, it's like the sting bit. When they put the needle in, it's fine. That bit's fine, but it's after about 5 seconds afterwards. It is like someone just going bang.
Shit. I'm not getting a vasectomy anymore. I'm not doing it. A scale of 1 to 10, how much was the pain then?
I mean, it was like an 8 or something. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever experienced.
What was the worst thing you ever experienced, David?
I don't know. I mean, you're asking me now on the spot. I don't know.
Well, because I'm asking you on the spot. All questions are on the spot. Every question that ever happens is on the spot.
I've had 2 8-pound babies, and I remember the pain of that. That felt like someone kicking you up the arse with a knife.
See, babies come out of the bum hole.
It felt like your bum hole, but it wasn't actually. It turns out it was the front bum.
That's why I can't complain about it too much, because my wife's had 2 kids, and you just know that is way worse. So you sort of just go, oh.
It does smart, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and so they cut up. It's like keyhole now, isn't it?
Yeah, that hole punch is what it says in the pamphlet. A little hole puncher. Yeah, I think the process of actually going through, because obviously you got to speak to a lot of people before you actually get to that point, and that's pretty funny. You have some pretty funny conversations.
Oh, go on. Are you allowed to say what you told me what the doctor said?
Catherine, I wanted your opinion on this, right? You should always call out sexism, shouldn't you? No matter where you are, what's going on. But when your doctor, your GP says to you, are you sure you want this done? You were like, yes. And they said it's permanent. You go, I know. And they said, are you happy in your marriage? I said, yeah, very happy in my marriage. And they said, but what if you grow apart and you find yourself a nice young dolly bird?
Wow.
And I'll be honest, I didn't call it out. I laughed for about 10 minutes because I've not heard that phrase in years.
Oh, I'm doing is when people play with his penis.
Wow, a dolly bird. I mean, have you thought about that though? What would you do?
I
wouldn't want to get a dolly bird pregnant.
Exactly, that's not what they're for, is it?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I'm so tired 24/7. I can't do this again.
So okay, so it hurt then. Then what is? How do they? They can't just like tell you to pull up your pants and trousers, give you a slap on the bum, and send you on your way.
That's what they do.
Like a prize heifer.
That is literally what they do.
No,
you pull up your trousers. You go in the recovery ward for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. This was quite funny. The guy that went in before me, you have to go for a wee before you can leave, right? So the guy that went in before me was coming out of the toilet as I was walking in.
Because wee was coming out of his ears. They'd wired him up wrong.
No, I bet it was like a colander. What if it came out like a sprinkler?
No, he come in and the nurse said, "Oh, were you okay? Was everything all right?" And he said, "It fell off." And I burst into laughter, right? And he explained, no, he actually meant the dressing. Right? I said, you can't walk into a room like that after being through that and say it fell off. Because that's it. There's a nurse behind a computer, and you could see her sort of just ducking down where she had tears of laughter coming down. So there has been some funny moments.
Stevie12 says, I've had a vasectomy, no pain. I think this guy had the wrong surgeon.
Stevie, are you sure they did something? Or are you sure you went to see a surgeon? Maybe they just had a little look.
When they cut your tube, does like loads of spunk come out?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I made 4 people pregnant in that room. It was...
Could you not use that term, please? Can you use the proper biological term, splooge?
What was the other funny stuff? Oh, when the nurse asked, when you first talked to the nurse about it, right, you got to get referred by your GP. But when I first talked to my nurse about it, I'd heard this, that if you're under 40, they put you through like this big process of just making sure that you know how permanent it is and everything. And she said, right, okay.
I believe it's like a Darren Brown stunt. That as you're out and about, just loads of sexy women will just come and chat you up. And if you start to go for it, they go, no, you're not ready.
Even the waiting room and that. They get the dolly birds in. She said, why? She got like this big thing up on her computer with all these questions, and she said, what's interested you about this procedure? Why are you interested in it? And I went, well, because I've been in lockdown for over a year with a 2-year-old. And she went, there's no point in me asking any more questions. I was like, nope. So that she went, the GP will call you tomorrow.
And how? So that was painful yesterday. Look at him sipping water. Just it starts leaking.
It's coming straight out.
How?
Do you remember that guy with all the piercings?
Oh, he kept showing me his cock and balls. Weirdo. Thought we were friends. Robert Sausage says.
Speaking of.
Robert Sausage says, me too. No pain during op. I was in the pub an hour later. 2 hours later, I asked to be driven home because there was a space hopper in my pants. So we got 2 people saying no pain.
Yeah. No, I've
heard
that a lot, but there was a lot of pain for me. It wasn't too bad when it was happening. It was probably about an hour after when the drugs wore off, and they just go paracetamol. That's it. So,
and how are your balls now, David? It's a question I've wanted to ask you for so long, but
well, he's not sitting on a chair. He's
on a commode with them hanging down. That chair that they used in the James Bond film where he gets whipped in the bollocks. He sat on that.
No, they're all right. They're massive. And they're rather bruised, but they're okay. I'm doing all right. It's just when you stand up and sit down, that's the problem. Gravity's your enemy. Like they say to you, right? If you do it, Ian, this is the best bit of advice.
Okay.
They say to you, get tight underwear. Right, so I brought tight underwear with me, and but when they say tight underwear, they mean like insanely tight underwear.
To really,
yeah, it's got to stay where it is. So when I stand up now, it's still really, gravity's your enemy.
Do you Void Dwellers asking? Do you have an ice pack on the nuts? A bag of peas?
No, they said that, and then I said, well, can I still use them on my roast? That's my problem. I always try and make jokes, and I've got to take things a little bit more seriously, but I can't help it in situations like that. I've not done the ice pack thing yet, but I should do. They told me to do that today.
Okay. So. Well, I'm seeing the nurse, I think on Monday, or maybe the Monday after, I can't remember. I'm going to ask her about this. I'm starting the procedure. I don't want any more babies.
It's the hardest part, that. It's genuinely the hardest part, just saying it for the first time to the nurse. Because it's just a bit embarrassing.
Boys, take responsibility for safe sex, guys. Contraception. Take responsibility.
Sterilise those spuds, guys.
Come on, let's do it. David Turner, so you're coming on. Can we? I don't know if you can, or if someone wants to put a link in the chat for the computer game show. Put a link tree in because it's very, very good. You're coming on Friday, but it's E3, E4, E3.
Yeah, so E3 is like the big festival for video games. They say what's coming out for the next year or so, and the way we do it is one of us has to come off the internet and avoid all news, and then the show after, the other 3 tell them what happened.
And you've got to try and get fake things past.
Oh, God, it's been insane in the past. We've made fake trailers. There's been a whole game, like as if we'd been playing this game for the whole week the guy's been off and it didn't exist, stuff like that. And this year it's my year to miss everything. So, yeah.
All right. And that's on. Thank you, Mandy's just posted a link. tcgs.co. I like the .co. More and more people are using the .co. So it's all the problem with the .co.uk. Obviously, you want the .com, but if you can't get a .com, get a .co. That's great. Technology. The way that the internet is really, developing with the .co. So what time? Because you're on the same time as us on Friday. But that's cool.
Yes. So we're on 8 till 9 doing a talks over. It's only the Koch Media one, so it isn't one of the big ones like Microsoft or Nintendo. And then everyone's going to raid over, hopefully.
Okay.
And then we'll be on about 9:30, I think.
We might come and secretly watch a little bit of your stream.
Yeah.
We might come and just come and spy.
I won't be there though, so I can't guarantee the quality.
Where are you? You're not allowed to be there. You find out after. All right, you can't guarantee the quality.
You're nursing his tender plums.
You're the star of the show. I have to say, I emailed your show the other day. You didn't read out my emails.
Did you? Oh, right, okay. Did you put your name on it, or did you do a funny name?
Oh, come on now.
Come on.
Oh yeah, that's a bit of a stupid question, isn't it? I'll ask Sean. He goes through all the emails. So I
was listening with excitement and giggling, and then and that's the end of the emails. Tiny little tear came down. Tiny little tear.
It's the worst feeling, isn't it?
Thank you, David, for telling us.
I'll tell you this before we go. On our bonus show.
On your what show?
On our bonus show, our Patreon show.
Bonus. Sorry.
We did this thing where we created a person and we're emailing various different podcasts and radio shows and getting them to read out. So you could hear us creating emails and then, hear it on the podcast as well. So little plug for our Patreon there.
My favourite email of yours was they had an email from a guy called Knobsock. And you can imagine the kindest... Knobsock was furious with you.
Which is quite surprising. Well, I mean, it's quite apt now, isn't it? Because my knob is literally in a sock at the moment.
But he was one of those. You'll know this. He was one of those. I think he said, wasn't it? I hate you, and I haven't listened for a year, but I'm writing in.
You're really dull. I think was the phrase it was.
But decided to write in and tell them.
Yeah.
But David has also no names, no pack drill, but has also said just. Be ready getting ready for the churn of what they call the churn of Patreon of people coming and going. We've had that. Also get ready for people, kind of saying, well, I'm paying you, so you should be doing more of this and less of that.
Yeah, you get that a lot. And it's easier for us because it's like it's not our jobs really. We've got full-time jobs. We do this as like a bit of a thing to do, but more of a hobby than anything else. Yeah. But the comments like that, you just think, okay, well, I'd rather you unsub than send us something saying, well, we're giving you money, so you know what I mean, we're allowed to say what we want now.
So far all of our comments have been lovely. There was someone, I can't remember the guy's name, someone messaged us saying, I really hate to be a pain, but the podcast you posted I can't access. I just saying it because I hadn't uploaded it properly. And that was, I said, dude, if you can't access something, get in touch and I'll check it. I hadn't uploaded it properly, but that was, I really hate to be a pain. I don't want to bother you, but I can't get this thing that I've paid for.
I think our people
get the fuck out of here.
I think our people generally are nice.
No,
slightly awkward.
There are some knobbers,
polite, geeky people.
There are some knobbers, but Catherine's absolutely right. The vast majority of the people are absolutely lovely, but it's the one that just, it's bad. It's just the way the mind works, isn't it?
Yeah.
The one little negative and you're done for the rest of the day.
Well, ours is called Gatford. David, lovely to see you. I'll see you on Friday.
I'll see you Friday. Thank you.
Cheers, my dears. Tutty bye. There's David Turner's with his.
I can't stop
balls.
thinking about his testicles. Happy Shark Comedy. Would anyone fancy getting it done at the same time as me? We could get wheeled in together and hold hands like a couple of transplant patients.
I'll do it. I'll do it with you. Send us some dates.
Lisa says, I had eyelid surgery on a lazy eye. You smelled the flesh being cauterized and every now and again the numbing cream wore off. Hurt like hell.
Hazy says, I went camping this weekend. First time I've slept somewhere other than my own bed for well over a year. Mate, please don't use this as an alibi. Please don't use this as an alibi, all right? I don't want to know where you slept for the past year. It's nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
0203 286 6370. Let's watch. Oh, Claire says, Top Trumps, I've had gender reassignment surgery. That stung a bit.
Oh, I bet.
I've only ever had surgery on my bum hole. And that was enough. That was enough. It stung and it made me incontinent.
Did it?
Anally. It wasn't. Do you know what? It wasn't incontinence actually, but it was very leaky. There was like this liquid that was coming out of my bum hole. It was not fun. It was not fun. I mean, it was. I'm glad I got it done because I had an anal fissure, which is like passing glass every time you poo. But by the way, I hope you're enjoying the podcast. £6.66 and above patrons.
I know someone who had a fissure in their taint, and it went. It took ages to sort that out because obviously it's a tricky place to keep sanitary.
Well, that's it. That's why it's the aim. Every time you think you got it clean, you do a poo on it. And poo is dirty.
Dirty poo. That's why it's called poo and not sweets.
Now I wasn't going to watch another Blackpool Pleasure Beach Day. I wanted to talk and do the show, but I'm going to be honest. I'm feeling a little bit flat. So let's watch that. Now we watched the beginning of the show is on. Oh, by the way, this is going to be full of ableism today. It's going to be full of ableism.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great one. Let me play some ads. Just to say thank you for your subs and bits. Due to a quirk in the way these things are done, our subs and bits, we don't really get the full benefit of them. Come July the 1st, if you can hold off till July the 1st. Also, we should probably mention this. I'm very excited that we signed up again for another 3 months with Surfshark VPN. Oh, Richard Gregorian, I've read your emails. I haven't replied. We will. It's just we're struggling a little bit behind the scenes, but we will reply, Richard, who will listen to this at a later date. Surfshark VPN. If you're in Nigeria, they've banned Twitter in Nigeria. You need a VPN. I don't know. I have to look at the stats. I don't know how many Nigerian fans we have. I don't think it's that many. Even if it's one.
You've got at least one.
Even if it's one.
You got my mate.
You need. Oh, well, she's not in Nigeria. They haven't banned Twitter for Nigerians.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
Twitter in Nigeria.
I misunderstood.
So there's that. What is a VPN? It basically lets you. So I'm in Aylesbury in England, and my computer kind of. If I go online, my computer registers. This guy's in Aylesbury in England, but the VPN will. You can select where you want to be. You can be in Canada, you can be in Mexico, you can be in different states, you could be wherever this guy is in a Tetris mask. Hello, Richard.
Good morning, Ian and Kathleen. How are you?
We're all right. Where are you at?
I'm just going to my local charity shop, so I didn't know if you wanted to come along or not.
Yes.
This would be great. Of course we want you. Of course we want to come along.
Are you going for a browse? Are you taking stuff? What's the plan?
No, I'm always browsing to see if there's any A, stuff I actually want, or B, stuff I think might be worth money and I can sell on eBay because I'm a scrounger.
Let's go into a VPN. Surfshark, we're coming back to you. Let's go into a charity shop. I'm afraid if you haven't got a sub, we are going to play some ads. There we go. All right. Well, I love a good charity shop browse. I'm always buying board games, but my boys actually don't want to play board games at the moment. They're going through a non-board game phase.
Sinjin's in the house, right?
Sinjin's
going to think you're in an antique store.
Yeah.
Because this will be...
They think it's a thrift store. Hey, Sinjin.
But you know, our tat is so much older than American tat.
So Richard
feast your eyes upon
is
this.
Taking us to a charity shop. Is there anything finer than browsing in a charity shop? Yeah, there's one thing. Car boot sales. Okay.
Well, yeah, there is. Let me flip the camera around so here you can see.
I would just suggest being careful showing anybody's faces. Let's not dwell on anybody's faces, but let us have some this.
What a glorious day.
Look at this. It's the Salvation Army.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Sally Army. They haven't been... the great thing about the Sally Army, they haven't been in a war for a long, long time, and yet they still keep going. Here we go.
I'll just do the hands on that.
Got to gel your hands in the charity shops. Here we go.
First bit, toys, obviously.
Look at these games. Look at that 4 in a row. That's Connect 4.
Well, for legal reasons, it's not. It's 4 in a row.
Pointless. It's just lines on the floor. Pointless, the board game. All new pointless questions. Okay.
Junior Scrabble.
Oh, all fall down. What's all fall down?
Is that not Jenga?
No, it's not.
It's not Twister.
Not Twister. It's not Twister. Wow, that's terrible.
Here and Now Monopoly. The world has voted with electronic banking. Don't know what that is.
Oh.
£4.
You get a credit card with that, I think.
Gosh, it's a sign of the times.
Yeah.
Always a Trivial Pursuit.
A Diary of a Wimpy Kid cheese touch game.
£1.
I would get that. Because my boys like Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Sending to you?
No, thank you. No, thank you very much. No, thank you.
Super Slow Sloths the game.
Is it sloths or sloths? I never know.
I'd say sloth, but
I never say it.
That's me and you being northern, Catherine. That's the.
Why is he? Because just show the bottom of that box because he's getting his arse bitten by a Venus flytrap.
yeah. Also, that one's got trunks on, but the rest of them just gone tops.
Yeah.
Like David Turner's.
Yeah. Oosh.
Like Bungle. Scary Ann Robinson.
Oh no, not scary. Sexy.
You're weird.
What a woman.
Kids' books.
Whose mind is too tiny to be allowed out by itself?
Random tennis bat. Always a random tennis
Richard
bat.
says that the pointless game is not great.
We had one of those bongo twisty bongos.
Cluedo Junior Happy Meal still wrapped.
Oh, that was free. They're selling it. Tight sod. Someone's had a clear out, haven't they?
Here we go.
More games.
Here we go.
Oh, the Men Are From Mars board game.
Host your own escape room.
Those kits are a bit shit. With interactive ending, I think we've done one of those. They're a little bit because it's just in your room. You can escape anytime you want.
Yeah, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. Thing, yeah.
Because men and women are so different.
We're so different.
We're so different.
I mean, I find it very difficult to understand you.
Well, look, diversity on the back. Look, they found someone of colour to put on the board games. That's good.
There we go. I want to see what happens when they just wipe that game away and they have an orgy.
Make a Robo Shark. Oh, turn the camera around. Hang on.
Someone didn't bother.
Ludo. Is there a game more tedious than Ludo? You got to get the 4 pieces, or maybe it's 6, 4 pieces around all the way around the board, all the way around.
Where all the plasticine will be, well, not plasticine for legal reasons, but they'll all be dried out and
yeah,
crusty. That's good.
Must be,
that's all the games. That's the toy section.
Okay. Where to next?
Well,
this is great. This is content.
Men's clothes. Nothing much exciting.
I never look at the clothes anymore. I used to when I was a teen, but now I'm peen. I don't look.
I only really look football shirts. TV.
Ooh.
50 quid.
Oh, 50 quid, no. If that was a fiver, I'd be in. But 50 quid.
Battleship.
No. That should be in the game section.
Yeah.
Tabletop air hockey.
Father the Bride. Oh, blimey, that went well.
And a cat thing.
Pete wants to know, is there any VHS?
We're getting around to that bit in a minute.
Gaz
What's
says
that?
this
Shush,
is...
snore no more. Oh, it's an inflatable punching fist.
Gaz says this is making me realise how much I miss mooching around charity shops. Gaz, do it, man. Charity shop, all the charity shops, you have to hand gel when you go in. Here we go.
Last time I was here, they had Howard's Way on single.
Let's see if it's still there. Oh, we're looking at... Oh.
Enjoy the carpet.
Thank you. That's not the first time that's been said to me.
Knocked it off, B.A. Robertson. Look at that.
But I don't remember Knocked It Off. I like a bit of B.A. Robertson.
It's good.
I can never be bothered to go through the singles.
No, I don't have vinyl, so I can't be bothered either. But it looks like someone's actually bought the theme from Howard's Way, which is brilliant.
Good for them.
Do you remember that shop in Dunstable? It was just full of Cliff Richard, wasn't it?
Yeah. He's
Someone
he
had
used
a
to work there.
clear out.
He's still here.
Always there. Your love is always there.
Well, that single's always there by the sounds of it.
Yeah. Oh, it's just the theme.
Variation
It isn't
on the theme of Howard's Way.
It isn't always there. It's just the theme.
It's just the theme.
Do, 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 do,
Those electronic tracks.
What's that? Oh.
A raclette grill. I don't know what one of them is.
Isn't it for doing like a fondue?
I don't think they've reached this part of Yorkshire, to be honest. They
don't.
DVD players, they have. They're
top loading and all.
Top loading DVD player.
Mini sewing machine for tiny clothes.
Radio, so you can listen to Heart in various different styles. That's good.
Only on medium wave or FM though, guys. Only on the medium wave.
No long wave radio and 252, sadly.
Oh,
Davina,
someone's got rid of their hair.
Are you not looking at the albums?
Oh, that I can do if you want.
Have a look at this. Have a look at the albums. Let's see if we can get something. Because I've got a record player behind me. Let's see if there's anything that we can get.
Mario Lanza.
Christmas hymns and carols. Yeah.
Oh, Brotherhood of Man. I love a bit of Brotherhood.
Grandma's records, these, aren't they?
Those Top of the Pops covers. I mean,
is that,
Chihuahua.
Great film scores of the 1970s.
Enter the Dragon.
The Happy Hammond Goes Pop.
Oh, you would.
Yeah.
Barry Live in Britain. I used to have that. I used to have that. By the way, if you're listening to the podcast, you're missing a great...
An Evening with Liberace. Oh, this is taking a turn.
Yeah.
He's back.
In concert, Liberace.
Feelings.
Who's that? Feelings.
Oh.
K-Tel.
If there's no Richard Clayderman in there, this is not fair.
Tennessee Ernie Ford. Wowzers. I mean, this is some amazing... I might go to some charity shops today. I might do the charity shops in... Maybe I head to Risborough. Johnny Mathis. I'm Johnny Mathis.
Liberace again.
Yes.
Concert by candlelight.
Must have been big in Wakefield.
I've started buying a little bit of vinyl recently. Streisand Christopherson.
Oh, that's a great one.
That is a great album. That is a soundtrack to
Star is Born.
Star is Born.
It's a shit film, but it's great.
Yeah, it goes on too long.
I love those guys as well. I just couldn't.
Oh, they're both so beautiful.
Yeah.
You know that she had a sister that was a half sister that was a singer. And I found out about. I was googling her the other day. I don't remember her name.
Also,
didn't stick. Bing Crosby.
I think it's a cousin of hers. It's definitely a relation.
Bonjour, Françoise.
Was the
it's a French language course.
Wanted to represent Britney Spears in her custodianship case, but they wouldn't allow it.
The World of Dana. Hang on, go back to Mickey and Grief. Who are Mickey and Grief? A little bitty tear. Where's her hand? Look at that. Look at his face. It's in her pocket. There we go. Why would you have it in your pocket? Yeah. Oh my God. Which one's Mickey and which one's Grief?
She might be trying to squeeze a little bitty tear out.
Wowzers. This is incredible. Got need.
Roger Whittaker. Oh.
Julia.
Oh.
There's O'Connor now. It's Des O'Connor now. Not then.
Andy Williams.
I mean, it's the usual I'm surprised there isn't that Leo Sayer one where he's jumping in midair.
Shirley Bassey again.
Best friends forever.
Sisters. Tom Jones.
Live at Caesar's Palace. That's a fake album. He's not live there.
More Tom Jones.
Jack Jones, his brother. Okay. All right.
Then we've got the tat section.
I don't even bother. I don't even bother with that crap.
A Swiss dish. What is a Swiss dish?
It's like a little tray. Pedometer alarm. I call it lunch. My favourite exercise is a cross between a lunge and a crunch. I call it lunch.
Nice.
Doesn't make sense. That doesn't work. This is great content, by the way. This is great content.
It'll be even better on the podcast.
Yeah. How come your phone signal is so good? Because I would like to do outside streams.
I've had the second jab, so I'm on 5G.
Okay, that will do it. You're boosting it with your own body.
Ready mug.
Oh!
Not official.
It looks like he's either having a dump or getting blown. Which is it? Both probably know in the 70s.
Trivial Pursuit RPM edition. That's exciting.
Okay, revolutions per minute, that stands for. It means records.
Someone's given the special... Oh, it's Jigsaw.
It's a Jigsaw, yeah.
Pringles Jigsaw.
Pringles Jigsaw.
Flipping heck.
Some houses.
Oh, my gran used to have those.
£10.
That could be worth money.
They're expensive, though.
Thing is, you don't go to Oxfam for bargains, because Oxfam have people that are experts and they go through it. Sally Army won't know.
Monopoly Millionaire. Got more.
First to 1 million wins. Don't change the rules. If
Someone's giving away all their monopolies, I think.
If it ain't broke, don't fix. No fixie.
Books.
Why is my time here says an hour and 25? We've done like over 2 hours.
Fat books as well.
Oh yeah, these are the big books.
Towards the end of my grandma's life, she said, "I'm getting to an age now where I don't start a long book."
See, I would pull out that Steven Tyler, look at the price, and go, "Now too expensive," because that's what I tend to. Jade, Tommy Cooper. I bought a Tommy Cooper book the other day actually, but it was only £1.50. Okay, all right, those are the books. This is Dinar Kuntz. This is disappointing.
Brilliantly, because my mum she loves stuff like this. So when it comes to her birthday and stuff, she just says, "Just get me some books in the charity shop," which is wonderful.
Oh my God, that's good. Okay. I'm not going through the CDs.
No.
Richard,
I'll turn around. Are we done?
It has been a joy. That has genuinely been the highlight of my week.
He's going back for them Liberace records.
Isn't it?
As soon as this camera goes off.
Richard, thank you for that, mate. We love that. There we go. Now that's content, guys. That's content. That's a call. That's a phone call. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. What was that?
Posty.
Hey, that could be some records that I've ordered. Started buying a little bit of vinyl again.
I think I'm getting a coffee whitey.
We should have another one.
No, I think I've had too much.
Oh, no.
I had a real coffee this morning. I got my coffee pot out, put it on the hob.
We've got posts for us, but maybe it might be birthday posts. So should we leave it all till tomorrow?
Yeah.
Maybe it might not be. Yeah, there's a card that looks like it's from my sister.
Whose birthday is it?
Birthday boy, my birthday. We've got some moon pigs. All right, let's save those for tomorrow. It is hot today, man. The shorts after this show. The shorts are going on. T-shirts going on.
It's going to be tropical. Sinjin's just tried to ring. I've just noticed.
Well, you could answer.
Well, he's right.
This one's a right lemon, right daft lemon. You're a right little lemon. You know what you are? You're a lemon. You're going to get spanks.
Wow.
You're going to get beats.
The well-known procedure where you spank a lemon. Speaking of spanking lemons.
Here's a lemon. Look at this lemon. Hello, mate.
Sinjin.
Good morning.
Sinjin couldn't sleep, so he's up today. He's looking tired and fucked. Excuse my language. Sorry for the cursing. Sorry for the cursing, guys.
Tired. I'm a little tired.
I'm going to write on the Patreon description that oh, actually, here's what we're going to do. While we're talking, I'm going to go to
I
Patreon.
can see your Jaxie in the back of the shot there, yeah.
I'm going to write the description for the show while we're doing it. Let's write the description for the show.
Oh, hi, Kai. I'm not so familiar with you.
TLPA, full show. What's the date today? It's the 8th of June, 2021.
It's the day before your birthday.
21. And what we're going to do is, Catherine, we're going to type the description in the Patreon of what this podcast is going to be, and at the end of the show, we're going to come up with a title. So far, we have talked to Alistair in his pants.
Yeah. David Turner's about his balls.
David Turner about his big old balls. We went for a trip around a charity shop.
Oh. And Sinjin's been eating Marmite.
And then Sinjin called in to talk Marmite. Hey, my 11-year-old boy, I bought him...
Point of order. Big old balls. You need to address that.
Okay. That's where that D came from. My boy's 11, and we went out and bought deodorant for the first time, and he was actually very excited about it. We built it to the point where when your girls came round the other night, he said, "Oh, can I put my deodorant on?" I said, "Dude, of course you can."
You thought he wouldn't be bothered about choosing deodorant.
And we got Lynx. He's an 11-year-old boy, and we were testing. What are you doing? Who's in the bin?
Oh.
Who's in the bin?
They better not be my crisps.
They are your crisps.
Deodorant at that age is kind of like cologne a little bit. I feel.
No.
He's opened them.
Cheeky little monkey.
George.
I brought Posh crisps round, and George has had them.
I have so many crisps right now.
We were looking at the
enormous
amount. I know Lynx is strong and it's for teenage boys, but
what do you call it in America? Axe, right?
If it's the spray, yeah. It's Axe. That's
I love it. I love a Lynx. I have a kind of a bland deodorant, but I do like a Lynx. But they had Marmite flavour Lynx. And we sprayed it. We tested it. It's in Superdrug. It smells of Marmite.
I thought that deodorant was supposed to stop you smelling like Marmite.
Why would you do that? Anyway, you've had Marmite, have you, Sinjin?
Yeah, it smells kind of barbecue sauce-esque. Ugh.
Does not taste like barbecue sauce.
Have you had it?
It does not taste like barbecue sauce.
How did you taste it? Did you have it on toast or bread, or you didn't just take it out?
I tasted it the worst ways possible. I put it on my finger first and tested that.
You got to be careful, because I did that, and it turns out that I got the wrong finger, and it wasn't actually Marmite. It was just something else that was brown that was on there.
Oh, no.
It's too strong.
And then I
too
put
strong
it
to
on,
do that.
I put it on Monster Munch. I dipped a Monster Munch thing in it. And then we used chocolate bourbon creams.
You mean a bourbon? It's called a bourbon.
Bourbon?
It's a
I
bourbon.
don't think
It's not
that's
bourbon.
correct.
No, shut up, man. It's my language. A bourbon is a drink. A bourbon is a whiskey. A bourbon. It's a bourbon.
Have you eaten a penguin yet? Have you had a penguin?
No, they're
Right, well,
endangered,
penguin-
I think.
No, a penguin biscuit bar is a bourbon dipped in chocolate.
Well, let me show you. Hang on. Oh my god.
Oh, look at the snacks. Frazzles, the best. They're great.
Yeah, we got like a big thing of Frazzles.
I love Frazzles.
Frazzles are really good. Frazzles are Lauren's favorite. Oh, I also drank this, like straight out of the...
No, why?
It's a squash.
Because
It's
I
a
thought
squash
that you were
dilute for
supposed to.
taste.
As my mum would say, you'll get worms.
Why don't they say dilute for taste on
Because
the
it
bottle,
says
though?
squash, and it will say it somewhere, and it says
doesn't say
squash.
anywhere.
It
I
will say
looked
it
everywhere.
It will say it.
Squash.
All
And
that
it's
it
a
says
squash.
is for best before date. Look at the shoulder of the bottle. That's
Look at
all
the
it
front.
says.
Look at the front. It will say it somewhere. Dilute for taste.
I promise you, it says it nowhere.
Right? Can we
So
find
have
a?
you drunk all that straight from the bottle?
No, so I
gonna
drank
say,
it from the bottle. It
no wonder
wasn't
you're not
that bad, and then I put it in like a little mixer with water, and it was still not that bad.
I don't
it.
like Vimto. You can get fizzy Vimto as well.
It tasted kind of fizzy, but it's not. So I have Biscoff. I haven't tried Biscoff, but we
Oh.
have
Oh,
those here.
Biscoff.
That's treasure there.
That
We
Biscoff
have
is the
those here.
greatest.
This is trash.
What?
I just don't like orange flavored stuff.
Well, then you're at a disadvantage.
This is what I almost choked on before. because-
Curly whirly
I love a
squirrelies.
curly
I love a
whirly.
curly whirly. The squirrelies are fun, but I love a curly whirly.
curly whirly.
Curly
A
whirly.
Quirly Willy.
They're great. They don't taste of really anything, do they, Haribos? But I can't stop eating them.
The one that I had tasted spicy.
Probably a bit of Marmite on it.
Probably. These are basically just fruit by the foot.
No need for those.
That's not British.
That's disgusting.
That's not British.
No.
Is it not?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Never seen that in my life.
That's Kellogg's.
You've never
so
seen
that's
Winders?
that's
No,
from you guys.
Because I've never seen a winder.
Listen,
We
these
put a
are things-
winder.
These are things that I got
Oh,
in a
scones.
packet. Right, scones. Yeah,
Yeah, scones.
correct.
Scones.
Well,
There is some debate as to how
I
those.
Scones is
love
scone,
these.
yeah.
I love these. I'm
Tonics.
so happy that I got these.
Yeah.
Tonics
They're
tea
good.
cakes, filth. If I had that whole packet would be gone.
They're really good. Oh, here they are. Here they are.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the tasties thing is. That isn't British, but they're bourbons.
How many things did I get that aren't British? I thought
Well,
all
that's an American version of it, but I would guess, but bourbon. It's a bourbon. The bourbons are great. Get a nice cup of tea, nice cup of Builders, and dip that in. Beautiful. Nice little dunking.
I was going to put it in hot chocolate because
That'll work.
Well,
That'll work.
You've got double chocolate there, which is always good, but a cup of tea really does get spruced up.
I need to get a good cup of tea. We got pasties. I
No,
put these on
Hang on a minute. What are they called, Sinjin?
pasties.
Pasties
I've
are
been
what you put on
calling
your breasts.
Yeah,
They're
that's
called
what I did
fruit
with them.
pastels.
I licked them and then I put them on, but nobody could see because I was still wearing.
I would
the
love,
shirt.
if that's true, I would love to suck on your nipples. Those are fruit pastels.
And then I got Space Raiders, which I love Space Raiders. Space Raiders. I
Yeah,
feel
Space Raiders are right. They're very old, kind of 70s, 80s, Chris. But yeah,
Yeah,
good.
they just seem like an OG throwback snack.
Yeah, they're the poggers, totally poggers.
And then I was super excited for this.
Oh, my kids love those.
Hang on, pickled onion all the way.
I love the beef.
Pickled onion. You have the beef. I'll have the pickled onion. We'll split the hot one.
So the first time that I ever got it, Monster Munch and Space Raiders, I'm pretty sure are made just in the same factory with different machines.
Yeah,
because
probably.
the pickled onion tastes almost the same.
Yeah.
The Flamin' Hot is good. It's not nearly as hot as I thought it would be.
No, it's not. We don't. When we say hot over here, we don't mean hot.
No.
We don't mean hot. We're scared of
We've
that.
got a very bland palate.
Yeah.
That's what everybody was saying. It was just a blast opening
How do you
everything.
feel about the roast beef Monster Munch?
I like it.
I'm
like it.
I'm not a fan of meaty crisps.
Oh,
I think it depends on what I'm in the mood for. I might like it more than the pickled onion. I like savory stuff, so I'm like super about everything that you guys like have over there. We don't have a lot of savory flavors. A lot of things that we do are like sweeter flavors. And
Who sent you that, Sinjin? One of your fans?
Oh, one of my friends. Yeah. One of my friends, his name is Jay Feets. He sent it to me.
Beautiful.
And then
Beautiful.
Getty Meatball sent me the big thing of Monster Munch and the big thing of Frazzles. This is Lauren's favorite thing.
Well
She's
done.
claimed basically this whole bag, so I'm not allowed to even open it.
Love Frazzle. Frazzle, get some hummus. Dip your Frazzles in your hummus. I know it's controversial. I know it sounds crazy. Dip your Frazzles in your hummus, guys.
Oh, and I got Quavers, too.
Oh, Quavers are great.
I wanted to try a different flavor of Quavers. I think they have different flavors.
No.
This is a cheese.
There's only one flavour of Quaver.
I think you can get a prawn cocktail
I
one.
heard that there was a prawn cocktail one, yeah. It's so weird for me to say prawn cocktail.
Have you tried Skips yet?
Skips is my favorite. Skips is my favorite by far, and I didn't get it, and I was like, oh no.
So
I really want
melty.
Skips. Yeah. I love things that melt on my mouth.
Okay, good to know.
But yeah, everything was super good though, pretty much. Other than the Marmite, the Maryland cookies kind of suck too. And
Let me give you a serving suggestion for the Marmite, right?
Okay.
Great with cheese if you're making a cheese sandwich. But also make some just toast. Put butter on, Marmite, but don't put loads on.
You need less
Wow.
than you think. Less than you think.
Just a thin smear.
Yeah.
It was just stuck on my finger the whole night last night.
Well,
I had
that's
to,
too much
take
Marmite, that.
cleaning. Yeah. I don't even like the look of it. I don't like the look of it.
Well, you can. The 50% of people do not like it.
Yeah.
That's why
Is
we have
that
we have the phrase over here. It's a bit Marmite. Like if honestly, if
You
there's
either
like,
love it or hate it.
Yeah, if there's a TV program, people go, it's a bit Marmite that, and yeah, you either love it or you hate it, which is the brilliant slogan that Marmite came up with, which is genius.
Which is an excuse for not making it taste good.
Yeah.
I wish that was printed on their on their bottle. Like you either love it or hate it.
Is it? I'm surprised it's not actually.
It does say, "Wake up your taste buds. Put the oomph in your breakfast." Is what it says.
Yeah, God. Oh, that on a crumpet, imagine.
On a crumpet? What is a crumpet? Oh no! Now I
You don't know what a crumpet is?
Well, be careful if you ask.
I've
Be
heard,
careful
like,
if you.
boy, I'm going to have me some tea and crumpets. I've heard that.
Okay, be careful if you come to Britain. Don't ask for a bit of crumpet.
Well, in the 70s, that was.
It means a bit of how's your father? How is your father?
I thought it was a woman. I've been referred to as a nice bit of crumpet.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Speaking of women, I got a thing that women can't buy. Apparently, where is it?
A Yorkie.
Yeah. What is that? What is going on with that?
It's illegal for women to buy Yorkies over here. It's a weird law. You know, you get these laws from like the 1800s, like you can shoot a Scotsman in York, and you can
Welshman,
ride your sheep through. You can put your sheep through Downing Street. One of them is that women are not allowed to buy Yorkies. It's illegal.
They're too chunky.
Do they enforce it?
Yeah.
It has been enforced. I think the last time it has been enforced this century. Someone went to prison. A woman went to prison this century, only for like 6 months. But it has. I mean, that was about 10.
Only 6 months for buying.
It was about 10 or 15 years ago. But I remember it was a big news story over here. Yeah.
That's
Free the
insane.
Yorkie one. Do you remember?
Oh my goodness. There's like there's a state over here where it's illegal to carry a ice cream sandwich in your back pocket specifically.
Wowzers. I love
ice
cream
sandwiches. You can
sandwiches.
carry it in your front pocket, but not your back pocket. It's very fickle, some of these weird laws. Ugh. But yeah, I just wanted to...
You just be careful with that Yorkie and Lauren, because I don't want to get into trouble. I know that they're pretty
Well, she
hot on
didn't
that
buy
stuff.
it. She didn't buy it, and I doubt she's going to taste
Holding it for a friend is not a defense.
They have raisins in it, so it's probably not going to be anything.
Always lovely to see you, my friend.
Yes, it's lovely to see you guys too. Have a good morning. Bye.
Bye. Go and get some sleep, man, for crying out loud.
Straight
Sinjin is great.
Straight onto Googling crumpets.
If you're not, most of you will be following Sinjin. If you're not, then it's funny. My stats in front of me on my OBS are screwed up. Right? Apparently, there's a lot of outages on a lot of big sites, including Twitch for some people. But my stats are giving me optimistic and disoptimistic. What's it? Unoptimistic, negative stats. So it says we've got 514 viewers, which is great. But it also says we've been going for an hour and 25, and it's been saying that for a long time. Thinking, God, this is a slog today. But then I look at Catherine's stats. We've been going for 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Great. But we've only got 329 viewers. There you go.
So take your choice.
There you go, you see. So it gives with one. It takes dear viewer, it takes with the other. Twitch is mostly down, but if you were in a stream before and don't refresh, then you are fine.
I see.
Something going down with the socials, says Tottenham Andy. Yeah, it seems that a lot of the socials are down, which is good. That's a good thing. I hate the socials. Every time I go on Twitter and it go on the phone app and I go to the news stories for you, it's Fox, Farage, GB News, Morg. It's all of that stuff. It's a Julie Burchill being racist to a baby.
Fash FM.
Let's go to the laboratory and see what Professor is going on with the Professor.
Maybe he's trying to fix things.
Hello, Professor.
Hello. Is that quiz still available, Iain?
Yeah, Jesus. Yes, it is.
Yes, Jesus, it is.
Yes, Jesus, it is.
I've decided to come down from the clouds back into the submarine.
There we go.
Good. As it should be.
Have you got trousers on now? Kate
Yeah, I've
says.
got dressed, Catherine. For
Excellent. Not just from the waist up. That's
Okay. You get questions. I'm going to pick a card at random, and you get questions until you can't get questions anymore, until you can't answer them, all right? Dave will call you back in a minute. So there's different categories. Tell me when to... This is from some quiz thing, I don't know. Someone sent it.
No, I bought that.
Okay,
Stop
tell me when to stop. Sorry, go again.
Stop.
Okay. We're in the red section. Oh, shit. Okay. We're in the... That's good, that's fun. We're in the red section, which is the Eurovision Song Contest.
Oh, my goodness.
So you keep answering until you can't answer no more. In which year did France, Spain, the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom all tie for the first place with 18 points each?
Gosh.
That must be a while ago.
Yeah, because there was different scoring, wasn't it? Everyone
We used to get points.
No. Chat, anyone in the chat answers it, you get timed out.
19... it must have been I don't know. I'll guess. 1973.
Oh, Alistair, I'm afraid you've fallen at the first hurdle. We won't tell you the answer. Someone will have to call in with the answer. Alistair, you're out at 0 points. 0 points. 0 points. Let's call our good friend, Mr. Scott. I like to call him David because he's a good buddy of mine. And I call my buddies by their first names. It's how I do it. It's how we rock. It's how we roll. I call my buddies by my first names. Mr. Scott, David, sir.
Hello. I assume you're still doing a show because I can't see it.
Pete, yeah, but everything's down. Everything is down.
Yeah.
The internet is down, and boy, oh boy, what a great world it is because of it.
Yeah, I just come off a meeting and then the whole internet shut down, so it's all good.
No, we're not doing a show. We're just me and Kathy just chilling.
Yeah. Well, that's all right then, because I'm in the office all day tomorrow, so I wanted to phone up to give you a early happy birthday.
Thank
you. Because I wouldn't be able to call in tomorrow.
That's very kind.
Please proceed with that.
No, he's just done it.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
There it is.
Kathy's right. This is the first birthday where I've gone, yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Normally
And I noticed there's a lot of cards there, and thank you very much indeed.
Normally it's, can we not mention my birthday? Thank you very much.
We're
That's the
doing
end
a
of that.
quiz, Dave. And Alistair just answered with 1973. It was wrong. So, in which year did France, Spain, the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom all tie for first place? Oh, Eurovision Song Contest, sorry. All tie for first place with 18 points each.
1984.
Incorrect data.
Sad times.
I mean, it was a guess, so I would have been pretty chuffed if I even got close, to be honest.
People in the chat have got it. Thank you, Dave. How's life?
Yeah, all right. I've just spent an hour and a half learning about how to deal with people if they're off sick.
How to
the
deal
bottom
with
line
them?
is make sure they're okay, get them back to work.
But isn't there a limited amount of contact you're allowed to have with them because you can't be seen as harassing them?
going. But this was mainly based around like short term, so maybe they've got a day or two off, that kind of stuff.
Right.
But yeah, for longer stuff, you can't phone them up every half hour asking when they're coming back.
I've told you, Catherine knows this, I've told the joke about a guy phones up his boss and says, "Boss, I can't come in today. I'm ill." And his boss goes, "Well, how sick are you?" And he said, "Well, I'm in bed shagging my sister. Is that sick enough?"
Oh my God.
Yes, that's one that gets used on the radio a lot, and they just don't do the punchline. I've never actually heard the punchline, but I assumed it was something like that.
It was
Ginger
that.
Ninja says, would you be able to open a Zoom as I am downstairs with the dog and been trying to call on Skype, but my Skype ain't working on my phone? The answer to that is no. I can't be bothered to open a Zoom, but thank you very much for attempting.
I mean, last time we did a Zoom for Ginger Ninja, he didn't join it.
No, he didn't. You're absolutely right, he didn't.
We
And
ended up with
ha-
15 of us running the show.
Did we have a peen then? I can't remember. We seem to have...
No. That was when you almost got attacked by Bigger Boy the second time. It was like quite a late night.
Oh, I love the fact that Dave has logged all the peens. Apparently Twitch is working now, according to Roger.
Oh, is it?
Give us a go. This is going to be our live test. And well done to the people. Viper, JR is currently shouting at these websites.
Let's get the bloody thing going.
And then Neverhood says he's currently uploading sandbags to test the speeds.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's worse now because although I'm subscribed, I'm getting ads. So it's gone. It's now worse.
It's haywire.
In my view.
It's gone haywire.
Uh-oh. All right, Dave. Listen, thank you, man. That's very kind of you to phone up and say that. I appreciate it.
No worries. Have a good day.
Cheers, my dears. Tutty buys. If you know what the answer to that question, Richard has called. Let's see what Richard has to say. He's left a message.
1969.
He's correct.
Apropos of nothing.
Let's call him back. Let's tell him if he's correct or if he's incorrect.
Hello?
Please give us the answer to the question.
1969.
Correct. You move on to another question. Tell me when to stop.
I'm surprised people didn't have a guess at that one. That's everyone's favourite year.
Tell me when to stop. I'm flicking my hand up and down the questions. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. That's a what did you say that was a green one. Okay. You can either have Chelsea or sailing.
Chelsea.
Okay. You stay on until you get the question right. Wrong. Which vegetable was banned from Stamford Bridge after an incident involving Arsenal midfielder Cesc Fabregas?
Carrot.
He's fit.
Carrot. It's not a carrot, I'm afraid, Richard. It's not a carrot. Here's a call. Let's try this. What a show. What fun. Hello there. Wait.
We're waiting for
Hello
you.
there.
Sorry, you're coming out of my headset. I thought you'd come out of the computer, but you're not.
Oh, that's the way we like to mix and match and keep you on your toes. Who is this, please?
Hi, my name's Lewis. I want to answer a question.
Okay, Lewis. Well, we've moved on from the Eurovision question.
I know, I saw.
Oh, that's what that disappointment and actually slight resentment is in his voice. I like that. This guy's
give me more Eurovision questions. I can answer them. This one, who knows? All
right. We've got 4 more Eurovision questions.
Okay.
The highest scoring winner is Alexander Rybak, who won in 2009 with 387 points. But the question is, Lewis.
Not true.
Sorry?
That's not true.
Well, what's not true?
The highest scoring winner is Salvador Sobral in Portugal for 2017.
Okay, well, this is obviously a little bit old. Okay. But, okay, the second highest scoring winner is I like this guy, is Alexander Rybak, who won in 2009 with 387 points. But the question is, Lewis, which country was he representing?
Norway.
Question 3.
My God, Lewis.
Name. Oh, well, this is silly. And also, I don't know, but the wording of this is politically correct. Name the Austrian drag queen who won in 2014 with the song Rise Like a Phoenix.
Oh, everyone knows that one.
Conchita Wurst.
Thank you very much indeed. The 1988 winning song Ne partez pas sans moi was performed by which famous singer?
I know.
I don't know because it's old.
What do you mean it's old? Lewis, how old are you? 1988 was just the other week.
I'm 31 and I only listened to Eurovision for the last 10 years or so.
Think twice.
Yeah. I can Google it.
You can't. It's Celine Dion. Goodbye. You got 2, so you're in the lead.
For heaven's sake.
Celine Dion. I don't know the answer to that. It's old. Dude, 1988 was like 20 minutes ago.
Also, everyone knows about Celine. When she had snaggly teeth.
Here's my travel agent. Thank you, Roscoe B. Thank you. Just a reminder, all the subs and bits are gratefully appreciated. If you can, hold off until July the 1st when we get a little bit more money from them, but thank you. Amy, pick up the phone.
Roscoe B has subscribed for 12 months.
What a year. What a year.
Thank you.
Amy!
Get that bloody thing going.
I was strung out on heroin.
Good morning, lovely jubbly.
Amy? Amy! Oh, she can't. Let's see if I can turn on her camera. Amy! Is she going on a ride at Chessington?
She better.
Amy. Roscoe's celebrating his year by getting a kitten.
It's the only way to celebrate.
She's wearing the sheriff's badge.
Yes, she is.
Amy. Amy.
Where are we going, Amy? What is this?
Heart. Okay, she's trying to communicate non-verbally. Heart. Oh, she's on a buggy. You're on a buggy, yes? Like a train. You're on a train. You're on a train. She's on a safari. Is she in danger, says Lewis. We just don't know. We just don't know with Amy. Oh. I think she's been kidnapped. Okay, we should keep quiet because I don't want to disturb.
She might go to the toilet or something.
Okay.
Does she know that we're
This
here?
is not a pocket dial. It's getting dark. It's night time in the Serengeti. She's now in the spooky cave. Spooky cave. I am too old to twitch is correct. It was celery that was banned in Stamford Bridge. Oh, this I don't like this all of a sudden.
Big buckle of drugs with no top on. Shit, I'm awake.
Is Amy sore?
Well, I don't know. Why would I know that?
Just that she looks like she's setting up some elaborate. Amy, what's going on?
Hunty, thank you for the sub. 22 months. Thank you, Hunty. Amy, if you need us to rescue you, cough twice. If you're listening to the podcast, we're getting a tour of Chessington World of Adventures, we hope. You get better...
Oh, I don't think she knows she's on.
No, she knows she's on. She knows she's on. She waved at us.
What is my slip? I'm not Jeremy.
Maybe she... How can you pocket Skype?
Oh.
Amy?
Hello?
Hi.
That was an interesting ride. That was an interesting ride.
Did it connect?
Yeah, we've been watching you for the last 5 minutes.
You're lying.
No, we saw you going on a little train ride through a jungle and then into a tunnel.
Okay. I just need to sign something.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know it connected.
Yeah, we've been trying to talk to you. You sent us a heart emoji.
Did I?
Uh-oh.
Jimmy's right. Absolutely amazing, amazing scenes.
Bill's had his fill of young males.
What a time to be alive.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, here come the technical issues that we always associate with Ms. Allington.
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Shut the radio.
Isn't it strange when long hair looks down and it comes when gravity works on hair?
It's crazy.
Isn't it strange?
It's one of the eternal mysteries.
You're right. Very strong mask action there by.
I chose the right time to have my hair cut. I've not got a sweaty neck this summer.
There's an image, lads.
Sweaty necks are the worst.
Okay. This is exciting, John. I mean, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to take it.
Oh,
I mean, we are back. We never went away. Hello, Amy.
Hello, I'm really sorry. I didn't know that it connected.
Why did you call us?
Oh, because before, when I was on it, I was at the giraffes and the rhinos. So I was going to show you.
Where are you now?
I'm on the platform. It's a bit boring. Hang on. Can I turn this round? Oh. Yeah, it's a bit boring here.
Oh.
We're both doing the David Turner's pose, by the way. That's it. Cut my balls.
Yep. And mine. Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Amy.
Okay, sorry.
You have nothing to apologise for. It was a lot of fun. Thank you very much indeed. There we go.
That was literally a world of adventure.
Wow. Even gov.uk was down with this issue. We've been hacked by the Russians or the Chinese or some idiots or some kids in their bedrooms. That is what has hacked us. That's what has taken us down. And that's okay. That's okay. Let's watch a little bit of Blackpool Pleasure Beach. You can call in at any point. So let's watch the end. So the end of episode 4 has the beginning of episode 5 on. So let's watch. Roger says, I'd watch a technology show hosted by Amy. Oh, God, I would. The technical mishaps would just be a joy. Would just be a joy. Right.
Right.
So,
I'm just going to nip to Lou while you load up the video.
Okay, we're going to watch the beginning of the show, which is what we saw yesterday. So here we go. So this is episode 5. And it's going to be quite ableist. Oh, Kate, if I wanted to see this. Unlucky. Here we go.
The big one is the world's tallest, fastest roller coaster. Disabled people are welcome aboard, but not in peak time.
Disabled people are welcome. This is 1996. Ableism is still a thing today. I would hope that they've sorted this out, but it's still a thing today.
Hi, there's 8 of us wanted to go on, but 3 are in wheelchairs. Can you help us out with access, please? You're saying that we can't go on the ride at all?
Not at the moment.
Why?
Because they're moving a train every minute.
They're moving at one train every minute.
Damn you people in wheelchairs wanting to slow down the fun for everyone else.
Yeah, the only way that they could take them would be to shut the whole ride down.
Are you going to shut the ride for us to get on? You're not going to shut the ride for us to get on?
Just to make it clear, we're not being allowed on the ride.
Right, we're definitely not being allowed on this ride.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Right, okay, thank you.
The system's set up to mitigate against disabled people again. So what do you want to do, kids? You can't come on.
You're not letting us on.
Bloody the troublemakers. They're inciting trouble there.
The Pleasure Beach is owned by Geoffrey Thompson. He's a big cheese in Blackpool with strong views on local affairs. Today, he's got the council in his sights.
Is England thinking of abolishing the English tourist board? But Blackpool's thinking of abolishing the Blackpool tourist board. They're mad.
Geoffrey's bending the ear of a local journalist.
They can't give a reason. It's pure Moscow dogmatism. Based on
Moscow dogmatism. We're there. Twitch is back, Mandy. When you said that Twitch was down, we all thought you meant Twitter, but you weren't here to hear that. So
Stalin.
Okay, here we go. So we're up to date.
We
Here we
went
go.
out of date years ago.
Was he going to kill off tourism?
Yes. Well, Stalin didn't care for tourism very much.
Stalin didn't care for tourism very much.
And frankly, nor does the leader of the council.
Good one.
Put
likes
4
it.
in there, go right close, go in the queue as far as you can. Right into the turnstile, right into the turnstile.
The disabled group has decided on direct action.
Yes! You guys have missed a hell of a show. Twitch has been down for loads of people. David, the whole show has been dedicated to this pose. This has been the pose. You've missed a hell of a show. What's the point of doing it when there's no one watching? It makes up our hours.
They block the turnstiles.
We're going to stand here and wait, and we're not going to
Here come the pink police. I want to see the pink police rough up people in
They
wheelchairs.
will. They'll drag them out.
People easily get by, so once these few people have gone, they'll realise that we're not letting anybody on at all, and they'll start to react and do something about that.
The same group protested last year and were
David
allowed
says
on
my nuts broke the internet.
the big one when it wasn't busy. Now they're determined to ride whatever the time.
Roger. I reckon we come right round and block.
They're very naughty. The woman in charge is very naughty.
Or they're making a fair point.
No. They're very naughty. Very, very naughty.
The woman in charge.
They're very naughty. Very, very naughty.
Park manager Jim Rowland has to find a way of coping with them.
I'm told to Twitch, we know what the sound of the actual police is because of KRS-One. But what is the sound of the pink police?
Bart, this thing looks like it may get out of hand. I just can't slow this system down.
Here's what you do. You've got to be saying, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Let's go on. Come on. I'm sorry. We screwed up. Let's go on. And you're very, very welcome. You're right. Our policy is wrong. Maybe you can understand our thinking behind it. We want to keep it going and stuff. But you know what? We got it wrong. Get on there and then...
Let's get the bloody thing going.
There we go. That's all you need to do.
Down with 3 trains. I've told them we'll ride them at 6 o'clock.
Brown Eyes Dolly, you would have thought that with the cameras there, they would have been more aware of how they were coming across. But things were, 1996, no, I don't think so. That would still be seen, well, it is a minority, but it would be seen as troublemakers. And also, this is 1996. This guy is from the 50s. He's got a 50s look about him. It's a 50s mentality. So you're going back even further. And let's be honest, these people are troublemakers. They're very, very naughty.
But they're not interested in that. Cheers.
Yeah, go on at 6 o'clock, guys.
Bye.
You guys have missed a great show. I'm tempted to just go back and watch this show and comment on this show. Again, you've missed a really strong one.
That's all I want today.
Sit back and smoke a fag like he did with the bomb. Let's see, he's gonna be angrier about this than he was about the bomb.
Yeah, he's having a nightmare today. Never mind the people in wheelchairs who want to ride the ride and what they go through on their day-to-days, but he's having a nightmare now.
Gamzoli says, what is this show? It's Blackpool Pleasure Beach from 1996. David says, you're right. You want us to stop everything. You want us to stop everything just for you, rather than, you want to go on like everyone else.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to be playing some Call of Duty later on, guys. If you want to sign up and play Call of Duty with me, I'm going to be playing some Call of Duty this afternoon. I'm calling it now. Join the Discord, go to the gaming section, and I will post when I'm going to be playing.
Unlike Rival,
Can they not? This is just an idea, right? And I don't know how practical this is, right? So if I'm wrong, just say, Ian, no, it wouldn't work. Please don't jump down my throat like you're politically correct. Like you're all politically correct. Okay?
Woke. They're all woke.
Yeah, please. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, but I'm trying to come up with ideas. Okay, I'm just trying to come up. Let's just jump forward a little bit.
Cheers. Bye. That's all I want today.
Can they not just push the wheelchairs down there? Well, I don't know if that would work. I don't know if that's offensive. Can they not just, link them up with a chain or something and just push the wheelchairs down there? Would that work? Is my first question. Yes, I think is the answer. Would it be dangerous? Possibly. It would increase the thrill. So if anything, the people in wheelchairs would be getting more bang for their buck than
definitely bang, yeah.
Than the people who are not in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
It's just an idea. Is this the one where some local kids put washing up liquid in the water slide and shut them down? That was yesterday.
And it wasn't local kids, it was staff members.
Members of staff.
Unlike rival Alton Towers, the Pleasure Beach has no entrance fee. Instead, it makes its money by charging for the rides.
Well, we know that has changed now.
Yeah, that's
keep the
certainly
cash
not
flowing,
the case.
they need to keep exciting the public.
Whoa, what the fudge was that horse ride?
Yeah, I remember going on that. That's quite scary.
But you're just holding on.
Yeah, and it's fast.
They need to keep exciting the public
No, mate.
with new thrills.
No, mate.
The very latest white knuckle attraction is a 200-foot high tower.
No, mate. Oh, now Amy, who pocket Skyped us, she works at Chessington. And every now and then she'll invite me. In fact, we're going to take her up on this offer over some holidays. But every now and then we'll get a message saying, we've got a new ride at Chessington. Do you want to come to the press night? Bring your kids, you can come and it'll be free. And one of them was this, but bigger. And I replied to her, fuck off.
I like them.
Not a chance.
Tims are strapped into seats on the outside and then hurtled skywards at 80 miles per hour.
Nope.
It's Jeffrey Thompson's baby, and he's
The croc drop, that's it, Mandy.
first in the
That's his baby. Imagine passing that. It's those long eggs again, isn't it?
It's always fun going on a new ride, I must say. Being the first guinea pigs.
You're not the first, mate, because that would be plebs.
I thought you said skinny pigs.
Skinny pigs. Yeah, that would be... seriously, do not do that next time you get the chance. No. I had you pegged as a man of action. No. I'm action when it comes to the arts and creating and violence, football violence, as you know. But not for rides. No.
It's, fairly exciting and just darn good fun.
Mimi says, who's the posh fella? We literally just saw. Maybe you weren't here, but we literally just saw.
Are we ready? What's happening? What's going on it? Primary people in here, please. Right, okay, who are the primary...
The other guinea pigs with Jeffrey will be his son Nick
Oh,
and
God.
daughter Amanda.
Yay!
Quickly, because I've got to go back to rehearsal.
She's the hot as ice woman.
Hot eyes. She's the angry Mandy.
Don't get my...
Mandy, I believe... the press night. Okay, not the right side. I believe, Mandy, that we are being sorted out with queue jumpers. The press night is too good. Just go on anything with no queues, free food and drink and all of that.
What? Why didn't she say that?
Amy, why didn't you say that? That's very kind of her to invite. Amy has been so helpful in sorting out our summer.
Thing is, will we be smiling when we come back?
I won't. I'll be going...
The ride, sponsored by Sony, has cost over £2 million.
Luckily, we're not allowed to see the Sony sign. It costs over £2 million, but we don't get to see the sign. So Sony really are getting bang for their buck. So is it officially Skyping from Workday asking for a friend, says Jim? Yes, it is.
And boasts state-of-the-art American space technology.
Oh, piss off.
Because I don't think they have those rides in space.
They're more about going up than coming down, aren't they?
Yeah.
Head against the back.
PlayStation 1, it would be PlayStation 1, yes.
Right.
Would it 96? Yeah, it would be PlayStation 1. PlayStation 2 was... I was doing the 11 o'clock show. We moved into that flat 2000? 99? No, 2000, 2001.
Are we ready? Is this meant to be tight?
No, mate.
They're always just a little bit too loose, makes you worried and
is it going?
anxious all the way through it.
No, mate. I'm not having anything to do with that.
I just started Skyping from work.
Yeah, Skyping from work day.
Whip, whip.
What are you working in? What are you, a male escort? You're in bed.
Pretty much, yeah. I do a lot of my work lying down.
He's a professional masturbator. No, he's not. He's a sperm donor. Wowzers. Okay. Is there anything you want to say, or you just want to show us your luxury lifestyle?
Just showing off.
Can I cut you off?
Yep.
You sure?
Please do.
Pete.
Pete.
Pete is prone.
What are we going to do with Pete? We've got to play some ads for the plebs.
I don't think Pete wants to do anything today.
Oh, we didn't. We got to do the. We'll do the Surfshark thing in a bit. We didn't mention. We
didn't
started
finish, did we?
Surfshark, and then we went to a charity shop.
Oh, what's happening?
He looks a bit like Stephen Fry there. A little bit. That doesn't actually now. I've said it. Hello, Jimbo, calling in from Workday.
Skyping in from the office, yeah.
And he works in an office where they manufacture the colour blue.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not supposed to tell anyone, but it's exactly what we do.
Yeah, blue did not exist 5,000 years ago, as we've said. Now it does, thanks to the hard-working men and women of the company that Jimbo works for. How you doing, man?
I'm good, yeah. Yeah, it's slightly strange being in the office, but yeah, I'm good.
When was the last time you were there?
A couple of weeks ago, and I'm doing like 1 day a week in the office, so it's still strange. And I've had a week off on holiday, so it's strange to stop. So.
Okay, well, and you're literally just phoning up to show us your office?
Yeah.
Was there anything more exciting as a child in the 70s than going to work with your dad? Did you ever do that? Did you ever go to work with your dad?
I
used to love it.
I did work experience at where my dad worked once.
I'm talking about when you were a little kid.
No.
My dad worked at the BBC, so we got to go and play with Daleks, the TARDIS, and we got to see the Play School toys in a cage.
My dad worked at the Daily Mail, and they don't like children.
I don't know. That's not true. They don't like black children. Anyway, Jim.
And my dad was a forklift truck engineer, so I got to go to cold stores and that kind of thing. So that wasn't fun as a child, to be in a freezing cold store. He thought it was funny to shut me in there.
Oh.
I used to work in B-Jams where we had a walk-in freezer, and people that think it's funny to lock other people in freezers are a-holes.
Mm-hmm.
It is the worst kind of prank. When you come out, you go, it is the worst kind of prank you can play on anybody.
But actually, David Turners could do with that treatment right now, couldn't
Yes,
he?
yes,
At least just for his balls.
Yes, for his big old, lovely, juicy balls.
Oh, God.
Jim, anything else? We're just seeing your work.
No, I better go and do some work.
Go on, mate. Go and find a new shade of blue for us.
Running out.
Go and make a new kind of bluey for us. Running out of blue. Oh, yeah.
P.S. Surfshark.
Oh, yeah. Guess let's do this. We started it. This is great. Let's get the Surfshark link up in the chat. This is great.
It's an awesome deal for Surfshark.
Oh, it's such a good deal.
83% off, 3 months free, and you get to protect your data. You get to use everyone else's Netflix, whichever country you fancy. You get to expand your entertainment possibilities. You get to go for deals that are region specific, so you can
Xbox
shop
and
around.
PlayStation and all of those kind of things.
It's really great, and it's easy to use. I've used it. I do use it.
Yeah.
And I am rubbish at technology, so if I can manage it, you can too. Surfshark, if you were thinking about it, getting a VPN, this is the one.
Our man sent me some updated details. Let me just on what you get. Is the link in the chat? There it is. We need to get rid of that Viz link. I would do that. My internet is a bit slow on my phone, but I don't think that's the great internet scandal. If I turn that off and just go onto Wi-Fi, onto thing, no matches. What? There should be matches. Here we go. Let's get you some details, because this is great. If we sell 50, we get $1,000 between us. That's it. So we sell 50 of these bad boys, we get $1,000. Okay, hang on a minute. He sent us a lot of stuff. Here we go. Here we go. This is the ambassador's guide to Surfshark. We really are going to spoil you. So what is a VPN? A virtual private network is a tool that allows you to connect to the internet in a secure and confidential way. Here's how it works. You live in the UK. You connect to a VPN server and you can put in the UK. The VPN sends information through another IP address, so it masks your real IP address. They can't hack you. As a direct result, my hair looks weird, but I'm loving it. They can't hack you. Every website that you visit sees you as a visitor from America, let's just say, or if you're in America, from the UK, let's just say. Your identity, your location, protected. This lets you automatically connect to the same location every time you use Surfshark. More details to follow. But there you go. And it is, as Catherine said, 83% off. 3 months extra for free. It's better than all of the other things, for a start, because it's such a great deal. And secondly, you get unlimited devices. All the others, it's like 3, 5, and 10, depending on which ones you sign up for. This one, it's unlimited, man. It's unlimited. Fly, flamingo, fly. It's unlimited. So go and get some of that. Go and get some of that is what we say. Okay, here we go. By the way, if you missed this show because of the Twitter outage, then sign up to the £6.66 Patreon. And in a few hours, it's Pelican, you're right. In a few hours, you will get the full audio of this show as an MP3 podcast delivered to your phone. And from July the 1st, the only way to see the full show is Patreon. We kind of stalled a bit on 577 patrons. It went up to 579, then it went down to 575, and now it's 577. So we could really do, if you're thinking of signing up, now would be a great time to sign up, because from July the 1st, you're only going to get half an hour to 45 minutes of the show, 2, 3, maybe 4, probably 3 days a week, okay? Then after that, the rest of the show, and it could be an hour, 2, 3 hours, depending on how we're going, The show's great, we're going to go on for 3 hours. The show's not so great, we'll do an hour. The only way to see the rest of that and hear the rest of that and be a part of the rest of that is to sign up to $6.66 on the Patreon or above. Actually, you can still be a part of the show. You can still phone in, but you just won't be watching it. Or simple as that. And some of you missed the show today because of an outage online. That's what that will feel like every freaking day.
Imagine.
Every freaking day. So sign up, patreon.com. Thank you, Jim, for putting the link in there, /Iain and Catherine. Patreon.com, IAIN and Catherine with a K. Okie dokie, here we go.
Also going nowhere is the big one. The Pleasure Beach is losing money. The wheelchair blockade is keeping the public at bay, and they're starting to get impatient.
And this is the thing. The fans, the audience, the punters are not going to be on the side of the people in the wheelchairs. Gamzoli says, but I want to watch for free. Unlucky. No can do. No, we can't help you with that.
We can't live for free.
We can't. I want to pay my mortgage for free, but I'm afraid I simply and unable to do that. Oh, Sherry P, you did a brilliant picture of JR. Yes, you did.
So good.
You did a great picture. Can you tweet it again? Actually, maybe I can find it. Oh, there we go. It does say on the back of Vimto, dilute for taste.
Craig knows.
Does say that, dilute for taste. Let's go Cherry P. Let's, I don't know. That's your account, I think. Yes, it is. So let's find a picture that you did. Look at this. This is great,
What
man.
a beauty.
This is great. Look at this. Our fan Cherry P did this.
Let's get the bloody thing going.
There we go. And again.
Let's get the bloody thing going. Let's get the bloody thing going.
Gamzoli says, didn't you earn millions from a celebrity? Goodbye. Don't time out. Just ban. Just ban. Just ban. That was 4 years ago, man. It was 4 years ago.
Also millions.
No, it was a lot of money, but it wasn't millions. And also, I used it to pay a third of the deposit on this house. Thank you. Isn't that incredible? Also, with a little bit of work, that's Ronald Reagan.
Let's get the bloody thing going.
There we go. That's great, Sherry Peapot. Thank you so much indeed for that. I'm sorry that your marriage is collapsing, but
that's rock and roll.
With talent like that, you're going to find a guy or a girl. A lot of people like to experiment when their marriages break down. You're going to find a life partner or casual partners with a skill like that. By the way, that also looks like, you know, when I've never had it, but you go and see. Do you remember? Oh, maybe no, it wasn't you. Maybe no, it wasn't you that I went with. But I went to see Kiss do a secret gig, and I had loads of people come up to me going, "Iain, I've got Kiss tattooed on my body," and all the drawings look like this. All of the drawings.
Let's get the bloody thing going.
Like JR.
Not quite like JR, but that style of drawing. Yeah. That is great. That is great, Sherry Peapot. Thank you very much indeed. Here we go. There we go. There's these naughty disabled people.
JR's number 2, Keith Allen, hopes he can find a diplomatic solution.
The diplomatic solution is, on you go, and you guys can come on anytime you want, and all people in wheelchairs will find a way of making it work. That's the diplomatic solution, okay?
It's not safe for you to ride.
Shouting at them, standing up, shouting down. That's what he's decided to do.
If you like to come back when it's quiet here, we can help you. We don't want to.
It's not safe for you to ride, but that's a lie.
No, not convenient for you.
That's a lie.
We want to come now with the general.
Poor defoamer all over them. Are they going to get lifted out?
He's going to get the police.
Are they going to get airlifted out?
Jim, we need the police.
Unbelievable.
Ooh. Yowzers.
They're sat on the floor in the turnstiles and we can't manhandle them, so they're right.
We can't manhandle them. We'd love to, because as we know, we've seen the pink police grab a child by the neck. We'd love to do that, but the cameras are here, so no. Pink police or real police? I think it's the real police. Pink police or police?
Well, we need the police. We can't touch you.
This is a part-time of disabled people. You run a system knowing that at popular times disabled people are discriminated from going onto it. These people are members of the general public. They've bought their tickets.
They are troublemakers, though. They're naughty. They're naughty.
Like everybody else. All those people.
They're doing all this on purpose.
Yeah.
All of it.
Paid their money, they've got their tickets.
There we go. And there's the argument. All of these people have paid their money. Yeah, but all of these people have paid their money.
Tickets like everybody else.
The word he's reaching for, but he won't say, maybe that's for good reason, is all these normal people.
These people are members of the general public. They've bought their tickets like everybody else.
All those people have paid their money, they've got their tickets. You're depriving them.
You're depriving them.
We could just have 2 trains on and I'm sure everyone will wait.
I'll make you one when there's a free train service. And
Look at her sucking on that Pepsi. She is loving that Pepsi. Look. She is loving that.
Well, this is a popcorn moment, isn't it? She's like, oh, this is great.
Here's the thing. I'm there with my boys. I would go up and say to the people that were protesting, I'd say, best of luck. Best of luck. I'm on your side. I've got my boys. We're going to go and do some other rides. Good luck. And then we go off to the other rides. I'll have a chat with the boys and explain the situation. We go on some other rides. There we go.
There's a free train service. And the reason I've explained, when there's a free train service...
Use a system that is fair to everybody.
What an outrageous suggestion.
You know what it's about, Keith? It's about money.
That's what it's
People
all about.
don't matter. Get the people through and get the money off them.
I'm offering you to come back later on when it's quieter. We'll take a train
Totally
off.
irrelevant.
So that we can put you on in
Yeah, but
safety.
why should they have to come back at a different time to everybody else?
Oh, we might be going. We might just be going. You can't look relaxed with your head back against the headrest. This is the trouble. Here we go.
Oh, I couldn't.
This is it. Yeah, here we go. Oh, what excitement.
Look at him doing a PR job for his park. Meanwhile, there's an awful situation happening.
I do wonder if this is on the same day, though. I don't. Maybe we'll see a crossover and it'll be acknowledged it's the same day. I do wonder.
No. Oh, no.
Because here's the thing, if I was there reporting on this,
yeah,
I'd be off.
Yeah.
I'd be off seeing what's going on with the blockade.
Oh, God.
Let's be honest, let's defeat them. I mean, at the end of the day...
Let's defeat them. Hang on,
them.
let's have a listen.
Oh, God.
Let's be honest, let's defeat them. I mean, at the end of the day...
Keith's colleagues
Let's defeat them.
have come up with a plan to foil the demonstrators. They're going to sneak the able-bodied public onto the ride by smuggling them round the back. Jeffrey's right-hand man, Rick Zeckman,
Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Zeckman, a.k.a. Pablo Escobar.
has turned up to add a bit of muscle.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
Can we obtain an injunction to keep them off the property?
Because I'm asking them...
Can we obtain an injunction to keep them off the... This is incredible. Oh, this is incredible. I'm loving this.
If they put half as much effort into just putting them on the ride, we wouldn't have this.
Cock Bongo, fake US accent, right? Yeah, of course it is.
To come back later when it's quiet and discriminated against.
I'm telling you, I have no time for people who break the rules to suit their own purposes.
This is great.
Which is what you're doing.
That's what we're talking about here.
No sympathy. My name is Rick Zeck.
Let's get the Crazy World of Arthur Brown in to sort this out.
Your name is Rick. My name is James Rabberson. Nice to meet you.
I'm not shaking your hand, mister.
You're not shaking my hand.
He is Raz, isn't he? Raz is getting upset. He's crazy too. He's getting Raz. Mustn't get upset.
You're not shaking my hand. Why? Because we help disabled people?
No, because you are breaking rules and laws.
You're breaking rules and laws as well. There's
No,
an
I'm
act that
afraid
was
not.
passed in January.
Sir, I am not speaking to you about this. I know more about this than you do.
What do you? You haven't even spoken to me, have you?
Fire!
We have a law in this country in January which said that you must take into consideration disabled people.
Windsor Davis fuming.
And if you,
You
don't...
always have been. You
No.
always have a whole cooperation.
No. I know you've had...
Yes, you have. And then you come along and deliberately sit in and block a ride. And
No.
Yes.
You should allow us to do this. But you
don't have an argument
in the law.
It's a cat.
That is a nice jacket. Let's move so you can see that. That's a nice jacket. Look at the vent. Donuts indeed.
That's from the Italian leather jacket man, isn't it?
Thank you, Alboido. Yes, it
That
is.
finds you in car parks.
Yes, it is.
Mouse game. And talking of cats,
5 months of putting washing up liquid in the water rides. Thank you, Alboido.
here come the pigs.
Here come the pigs. What?
What?
What is going on here? This is insane, but incredible. I'm loving this. This is the best. This makes up episode 4. A little bit dull. Let me just update the Patreon. Sinjin called in to talk Marmite. The internet went down and nobody could watch us.
And it all kicked off
We
at the Pleasure
then
Beach.
watched Pleasure Beach and it all kicked off. This is actual scenes. Wow, there we go. All right, and we're back.
20 minutes later, and the Thompson family show no sign of liftoff.
Right, are we ready? Wayne's got his thumb up.
All right, if it were taking that long, I'd go, do you know what? I'm going to get off. I'm going to watch you do it once, and then because I just worry we might get stuck up there, mate.
You wouldn't want to be the skinny pig?
No. How can you edit all this into a shortened podcast? That's skills. This is what she does.
I've been doing it for quite a long time.
The full audio now goes up as a podcast to the £6.66 patrons. And from July the 1st, the only way to hear the edited podcast, sign up to the $4.99 or above.
Oh, it could be it. See, it could be it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What anticipation. Oh.
That was beautiful.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh
Pleasure Beach could get cancelled off the back of this. Here we go, watch this.
dear, oh dear. What anticipation. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What anticipation.
I think their sphincters might still be in the same place.
You can see, you know when a bird hits the window and it leaves an outline? You can see their outlines are there. You can see their outlines.
Hazy says, anticipate this.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What anticipation.
Whoop. Shoes. He's lost his slip-ons.
Oh dear, what anticipation.
And it does the bouncy. No.
Oh, God.
It's great. That's fantastic. Well done, Wade. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Talk to the Pleasure Beach people. They're not going to do anything unless I say so, all right?
Police are trying to talk them into moving. If they won't move, I want them moved. Let's get the bloody thing going. And if the police will help us, we'll move them out of here. We're going to carry them, whatever we've got to do. He says to me, well, we'll have to move them. I've told him I've got enough men here, and we'll move them.
We will.
I haven't do it today now.
Remove them from the park.
I haven't.
Welcome here.
We'll take them right out then through the gate.
Flipping it. This is appalling.
Smith says the experience at Pleasure Beach is no better for the disabled community now than it was then. Shocking to see it played out on camera.
Wow. They could have been on about 6 times by now.
It's aggressive and it's inappropriate. And they don't
Aggressive, yeah. Look how aggressive they are.
Spoiling the fun for everybody else.
I said that. I've said all that.
And we don't want them here.
The 2 police officers who to be fair, in the middle of it, have been speaking to me and Cheryl. Pleasure Beach have said they are not going to allow us on. That's no negotiation. But they actually can provide access for disabled people. They're choosing not to. That's more.
Right, so they're choosing
not
to.
You just said that, Arthur Brown. I know it's a crazy world you live in, but you did just say that. Arthur Brown's annoying me. Everyone else is a hero. Arthur Brown's getting on my nerves a little bit, but maybe I'm biased because I just don't like that song.
That's how I perceive it anyway.
I see it as well.
They are acting on behalf of all disabled people. They are disabled activists, if you like. And I understand what they're doing.
No, you don't.
I appreciate what they're doing because it's involving me, but I do understand what they're doing.
Straight off the plane from Acapulco.
Oh, I took that right. You'll see why in a second. That gentleman reminds me. I took a picture the other day and I wanted to show you. Maybe did I send it? Maybe I sent it to you.
Is that John Lennon?
I took a picture outside a Chinese restaurant. So I took a picture outside a Chinese restaurant.
Having an Elvis night.
In Hemel Hempstead, and having an Elvis night. And I thought, yeah, we'll have some of that. Let's get it on. Yeah, we'll go. I might have some of that. All right, but then look at that is one pissed off Elvis. That is one pissed off Elvis.
I was strung out on heroin.
There we go.
He's going to punch someone in the throat. What was the threat in that? It was something like I'm going to punch someone in the throat, wasn't it?
I'll punch someone in the throat. They said I was.
Get the bloody thing
Oh,
going.
no, that was my good friend JR. They said strung out on heroin. Strung out on heroin. They said I had.
Big buckle of drugs with no top
And
on.
I said,
Who are these people?
what I said to them is,
Shut up.
There we go. Okay.
Straight off the plane from Acapulco come the Mexican high diving team.
Well, that was a turnip for the books. Danger, keep off deep water. That's my philosophy.
Rip his tongue out by the roots.
Oh, that was it. Rip his tongue out by the roots.
Gonna rip his tongue out by the roots.
The show starts tomorrow, but compere Roland Patterson has a nasty surprise for them at the pool. 40,000 gallons of water.
We haven't got any water. Can you still go ahead?
That reminds me, we filled the paddling pool the other day.
Oh, geez.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Water have drained away through a rip in the lining.
Uh-oh.
This is well worth £6.66 a month. You know it, Alistair. We seem to have stalled on the signing ups. You know it.
On Wednesday it was full, but when I looked yesterday, it isn't. So we think the water might have come back out again.
That's how it works. Or evaporated very quickly, or a lot of thirsty birds.
It can happen.
Can happen.
Fortunately, a new lining has arrived.
Oh,
but with
so-
only 24 hours to go before the first show, the pressure is on.
Great story. Why do we need to know this?
Roscoe says, now that's a technical difficulty.
So much to do, and if we're
Ooh. Jonathan King, ladies and gentlemen.
going to be up and running tomorrow, it's going to be like a 3 o'clock in the morning job from my point of view to get everything right.
Why are you filling it with buckets?
But I don't want to put words in your mouth. I'm picking up that people that we can that we will disperse. Is that what people are saying or not?
I wouldn't. I'd stick my brake on.
Going back to Guest Relations South now to give them a cash refund for the tickets that they can't use. And then they're going to leave. Yeah. But in the meantime, I have to go and speak to my superiors and arrange some sort of meeting so that we can discuss this in more detail and we can find some sort of resolution because it needs to be resolved. Doesn't it? Yeah.
But I'll tell you something, I think we're going to be back, and there won't be 10, there'll be hundreds.
Right.
You don't know hundreds of people. Come on now. Listen, I'm totally on your side in terms of the protest, but I'm also a showman myself, sir.
Eric Pollard there,
Yeah.
saying what he should have said at the beginning when he was leaning over the railing shouting at them.
Yeah.
And threatening to drag them off.
I think that we'll come back.
But in the meantime, I think we may have had a meeting to work
I
to
hope
resolve
so,
it.
yeah, I hope so.
Okay, then.
Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay, gents. Thank you. Sorry.
Screw you, ladies.
No, but we've come to an agreement, which is they're going and we're opening. Get the sound bag on.
Get a sandbag on.
Go back to normal.
Get the sound back.
Oh, sound. Yeah.
You guys all cool with this? What you just seen?
Jim, they're all clear at Guest Relations South and they've now left the grounds.
How awful.
Terrible. She's our country.
He said, well done.
They're calling this a win.
I've done something right.
The next day, the media have turned up for the official launch of PlayStation The Ride. To pull the crowds, they've booked the pop group Boyzone.
Because he looks good on there, but we've got Boyzone here now, so this is more important.
They say it ejects you skyward with the same speed and velocity as an ejection seat from a jet fighter plane.
Make sure your laces are on tight.
The real star of the day.
Oh no, this is a terrible idea.
is Mrs. L.D. Thompson, Jeffrey's 94-year-old mother.
She is going to leave her sphincter on the floor. How did she die?
She's dead now, yeah. I think we might see it, Blues. On that bombshell, we are going to end today's show. We're going to end today's show. Dear viewers.
They can't put her in there.
What an ending.
They're about to break a grandmother.
What an ending. How come she gets a go, says Hazy? She's in a wheelchair. Oh! How come she gets a go?
She waited till the following day.
How come she gets a go? Don't leave us on that. We have to.
Wow.
It's happening.
On your birthday, we're going to celebrate by watching a nonagenarian getting fired into space.
Hazy, how come she gets a go? She doesn't just get a go. She goes to the front of the queue and gets to ride Ronan Keating. Wow. Let's go and raid our friend Sinjin, who we saw earlier on. He's up early. Back tomorrow for the birthday show. Show starts at 10ish. There'll be a B movie. I didn't wake up until about 9:15 because I slept so badly. So the B movie was a little bit later. David Turner, thanks for the cracking show. My balls hurt. Have a lovely day. Thank you for signing up to our Patreon, David. It's appreciated.
And thank you for sharing your testicles.
We look forward to seeing you and some of the groovy gang on Friday. We're back tomorrow at 10. It's the birthday show. And we'll be celebrating by just doing the normal crap and watching that rubbish. On that bombshell, we will be back tomorrow. Tutty bye.
Bye.
Party all the time. Oh my goodness.